Get them at MountDoraComedy.com. That's MountDoraComedy.com. Doors at 7, show at 8. Bring your crew. Bring your laugh. Leave your filter at home.
It's July, and we are certainly celebrating our independence, but maybe it's time for you to declare independence from the unknown. Life Imaging FLA gives you the power to detect disease early so you can live with confidence, not questions. With Life Imaging FLA's free heart scan, you can look inside and see those issues that could be arising. That way you can build a long-term plan with your primary care doctor. And remember, there are no injections. You do not have to take off your clothes. This entire process only takes a few minutes. So do what I did. Call Life Imaging FLA. Get this free heart scan. Just a few minimum requirements. It is a $699 value. And while you're there, ask about their full body cancer screening for the ultimate peace of mind. You can do both scans in under 10 minutes. So guys, it's time to be proactive and not reactive. Make your appointment today. It could not be easier. Simply pick up your cell phone, dial pound 250 and say the keyword free heart scan. That's all you have to do. Pound 250, say that keyword free heart scan. They'll connect you in seconds. You'll have the option to receive a one-time auto dial text message from iHeartMedia.
Introducing a completely reimagined Dick's and an all-new Golf Galaxy Performance Center. 2 sports destinations unlike any other. With an expanded assortment of the latest styles, the best gear to improve your game, and interactive experiences. Perfect your swing in our TrackMan golf simulators. Plus, discover expert services. Welcome to your new Dick's and Golf Galaxy Performance Center. Now open at Plaza Colina.
Cruising out of Port Canaveral? Don't forget to visit Cocoa Beach, Orlando's closest beach. Soak up the sun, ride the waves, shop a little, and enjoy Cocoa Beach's legendary laid-back beach vibes. Cocoa Beach is perfect for adventure seekers, families, or a beautiful date with a sunset finish. Vacation mode starts at Cocoa Beach, the perfect stop for your sea voyage. Don't miss the boat. Plan your visit today at LegendaryCocoaBeach.com. That's LegendaryCocoaBeach.com.
You're great at protecting your personal information. You might even use things like two-factor authentication and strong passwords. But as much as you try to control how your info's protected, there are other places that also have it, and they may not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it guaranteed, or your money back. Save 40% your first year with my name, Clay, as the promo code at LifeLock.com. Terms apply.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Hey, it's that mortgage guy, Don. Are you 62 or older and wondering if a reverse mortgage can help you access the equity in your home? It's so easy to get a free reverse mortgage quote with that mortgage guy, Don. Just fill out the online questionnaire at thatmortgageguyDon.com, or you can make an office appointment to meet in person at 1401 Town Plaza Court, Winter Springs, Florida. Happy Home Mortgage. NMLS ID 2418348.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Do you know a teacher that desperately needs a vacation? Well, I'm here to help. I'm attorney Mo DeWitt, and I'm giving one lucky teacher a free cruise. All you have to do is nominate them at justcallmo.com/cruise. That's justcallmo.com/cruise.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a big green egg.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Accidents happen, but Mo's here to help. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or call 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Someone's going to get offended. It's just the way the world works. So to hopefully save everyone a little time and or energy, here's this. The opinions that you hear are those of the host and callers, and not those of iHeartMedia, its management, or advertisers. News Junkie is on. The three best friends you never knew you had, running through the most viral stories of the day. The News Junkie Sean Wasson with Sabrina and C-Lane.
It is Friday, July 11th, 2025. Lots to get to today, from California ice raid chaos to a man drops his life savings from a helicopter, and are people challenging vacations over Alligator Alcatraz. Plus your calls, dispatches, emails, texts, and more. Sabrina is out. Hello, C-Lane.
What's happening?
Hello to Josh.
Hello.
And hello to you. You can join us on the show today. All you have to do is send us a dispatch. Go to thenewsjunkie.com and hit record on your first dispatch today. You can also watch the show on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Your message is rolling right to the studio real time. And this never, ever, ever happens, friends.
What happened? What happened, buddy?
Just check. Let me just dust this off because I have to stand up my intro here so I can see everything and look at the camera. Yep. Yeah. Last minute message. We got a last minute message, everybody.
From who?
That's right. It's from those golf fight guys. Let's see what they said.
Have a great Friday, you mother.
We did it, everybody. Yeah. We made our way through a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday has arrived. Pat yourself on the back. Congratulations. The weekend is yours to grapple with. Josh, you're patting too much. Yeah.
I worked hard this week.
You made it to Friday, but did you really? Was it a 10-pat Friday? Was it a 10-pat Friday?
Buddy. Oh, yeah, buddy. You don't even know.
All right. I don't want to get in the way, but
don't.
All right, back it off. I'm backing off, okay?
This guy comes in guns blazing.
He does. He seems like he's chill, but in all reality, he's not.
I'm an angry guy.
Yeah, he'll just tell you in a very non-angry way, which I got to tell you is confusing as hell. It is. It's like if Josh went in to rob a bank, they would not necessarily know how to react. They would be like, it's very calming.
Give me the money, please.
Put the money in the back. All right, we are going to rob all of your banks today. That's what's happening here on the show. One bank at a time we shall get through. And one thing before we get started, I want to toss out there. Today is Friday. We're going to have a little bit of fun. You can ask us anything you want. Any burning questions you've had, tips at thenewsjunkie.com. All questions will remain anonymous. We'll read them and respond throughout the show. Any burning questions you have had, today is one of your days, okay? You can ask us anything, tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com, and we'll read through those. What would go wrong? People are just going to be like, Sean, what's it like being so cool? And I've got stuff prepared for that.
And then you defer to us.
I would say no. I'll take this challenge head on. And anything else you have for me, like how do I be good at sex? Various different things that you might be encountering. Any questions that you have is what I'm saying. Ask them to us today. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. All questions will be anonymous. All right, let's put our ears to the ground, our fingers on the pulse. Let's see what's happening in this great, big, wide world of ours. And I haven't necessarily been crazy on this whole, let's deport everybody thing. But today I'm switching sides. There's somebody I want deported out of the United States of America.
Okay.
All right, I hate to say this. It's not C-Lane. C-Lane's an American patriot in ways. Is he right all the time? Absolutely not. But is he an American? Yes, he is. So I don't want to deport him.
Should have seen my house on 4th of July and tell me I'm not American.
Do I want to deport Josh Fowler? Yes.
Probably.
But that's not the thing that we're really here to address today. This man at a baseball game is the man that I want deported. Okay? I am just telling you, this bald man with an ugly Orioles baseball shirt, I want this man ejected via cannon or trebuchet over the border and out of the United States of America. Yeah. And by the way, I don't care what border you send him over. I don't care if you go to Alaska and fire him off to Russia. I don't care if you shoot him off into Mexico or beyond or over into Canada. just because I care about humans, I'd rather you not shoot him into Canada. Give the man a chance.
What about the borders with water?
With water?
Like if you just
right
fire
into
him
the
into
ocean.
the ocean. Okay.
Right. Fire him right into the ocean. Why? Well, the national anthem is something that they often sing before baseball games. And I'll have to tell you, here's the reason why I think this guy should be booted out of the country. Here's his national anthem performance.
Oh, say, can you see what? Get out of here.
Get all the equipment ready, please. Get everything ready. I don't even think we need ICE agents. I think like just regular human being people.
Is this real?
Yeah, this is for real. Yeah, this guy is singing the national anthem, and I think there might be a few effects on his voice. Marla says Disney cruise dump him. Just right overboard. See you later. Nope. They're saying. Who allowed this? Look at this. Baltimore police officer standing at attention and probably thinking, what is happening right now? What are we doing right now? Who allowed this? This is one of the worst decisions I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Everybody looks befuddled. What is going on?
Is there a mistake? Is there a technical issue that's happening? Look at this. This guy's a fan. He's got his hand over his heart. He has no idea what's happening right now. He's very, very confused, and I don't blame him.
46 is like, what the actual
Whose idea was this?
His. It was his idea.
I'm leaving America myself. I can't deal. I don't know.
There's definitely some mixed reviews.
Yeah. What are people saying? What's the reaction?
I don't know that I necessarily agree with USA Today, who says the controversial Orioles national anthem performance actually rocked.
Oh, I don't. Hard disagree.
National anthem singer labeled a disgrace to America after bizarre rendition at Orioles. Consequence of Sound, which is it's a music website, says Dan Deacon performs a mesmerizing Star Spangled Banner.
Sure.
Some people were mesmerized. I don't know if it was for good reasons or bad reasons.
We got one. I love it. MFQ says, I love it over on YouTube. Marla says, this is the first time he's left his parents' basement in 10 years. Probably. I don't know what. I think this epitomizes and captures my response. This guy's, the screen grab of this one fan's face. What are we doing here, man? So out of America with him. See you later, buddy. Sayonara. Adios, muchacho.
Right.
Meanwhile, we go over to the world of Superman because, yes, that's been one of the big stories of the week. I want to know from you, are you going to see Superman this weekend? Sealand, are you going to see Superman
Likely
at the
not.
movie theater?
No, probably not.
Wow. Josh, what about you?
I'm thinking about it.
He's considering it. He's considering it. Was it the woke discourse that pushed you towards considering it? And you're like, you know what? I kind of want a woke Superman.
No, I'm going to protest the wokeness.
Are you going to do, because I saw one guy. Let me see if I can find this guy. Did you guys see this? This is great. I think more people should do this. This guy showed up to the Superman movie. Take a look at what he's wearing. All right.
Is that a Homelander outfit?
He's wearing a Homelander costume. Like he's the op at the Superman movie, and he comes in full costume as Homelander at the Superman movie, which I think people should embrace this whole thing. I kind of like all of a sudden, like the wearing costumes to the movies. This seems fun. This guy seems like he's having a good time. But there's a lot of discussion, and I'm watching closely. I want to see how this performs at the box office, because there was a lot of like, hey, did they make this too political? Is Superman too woke? And then I didn't see like a great argument elucidated for why Superman was too woke. I saw people saying, well, one of the guys who was involved in the movie said Superman is an immigrant, right? And like, if you want to get rid of immigrants, you're not American, which I thought was kind of silly. But saying Superman is an immigrant was enough to ruffle a bunch of people's feathers out there. For instance, I got this story, all right? It says, former Superman Dean Cain, we know Dean Cain, right? Yes. He was Superman. Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman for 4 or 5 years. He says, Hollywood has made the Superman character too woke. He says, James Gunn made a mistake calling Superman an immigrant, and it's going to hurt them at the box office. Let's go to Dean Cain as Superman.
Superman, Emily Stevens with Immigration and Naturalization. We just need a quick look at your green card.
Green card?
You are an alien, are you not?
Superman, I'm afraid until we get this cleared up, I'm going to have to ground you.
Ground him.
He's an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
The villain turned him into INS on one of the episodes.
You're getting deported, Superman.
And he's like, they made him an illegal immigrant. And I'm like, wait, hold on. Hold on. Somebody responded with this footage, and I'm like, well, this seems like, I don't know a lot about Superman. I think Superman's dumb. I think Superman's boring. But it seems to me like that might be a feature of the character. If Dean Cain was doing it, I'm going, what happened here? And he said, we don't want this anymore. Now, some people were arguing, hey, for Superman, it was truth, justice, in the American way. And they dropped that, and now it's truth, justice, and a better way. Tomorrow.
By Fastball.
No, not that. Great song, though. Great jam. So what do you think, folks? Let us know. Are you going to see Superman this weekend? Have you been turned off? Maybe you were going to see it before, and now you don't want to anymore. All of those things, we'd love to hear from you. So go ahead and send us your thoughts at dispatch over on thenewsjunkie.com.
I just think I don't have like a connection with Superman as a superhero. Like, I've watched some of the stuff. The original movies always seemed kind of old to me, but then they're fine. But I'm more of a Batman guy, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Same.
I mean, I don't picture you as an anything guy.
Okay. Well, wow. That.
Well, I don't mean that offensively. I don't like. Josh, when you look at Sea-Lane, you think about your interactions with Sea-Lane. Do you think about any superheroes that you would even consider him liking? He never talks about superheroes.
Only Batman, just because he just now said it.
Right now. Like, this is the first time I've even heard that. I've never heard Sea-Lane go like, oh, man, I love the Batman movies. In fact, you never talk about superheroes. You don't. I feel like you don't like those movies.
It's not something that like we really discuss a lot.
Yeah, I'm not saying I do either, but like for some people, this is big. So let us know how you feel about this.
Post Secret Shows superhero talk.
You want to? You want to like just a little chit chat? We can do that.
Justice League is so cool, man.
I don't know any of the superheroes, but let us know what you think. Superman
That's
fans.
why I don't talk to you about them.
Superman enemies alike. Superman gone too woke. If you've seen the movie, let us know. We had somebody chiming in on this, actually. Here we go. Here's Insecure Walrus, friend of the show. And he said, here's some Superman perspective. So let's work that in. Here it is.
Hey, guys. So I'm teaching a class this week, so I have to podcast at night.
Okay.
And catching up on the Superman woke stuff yesterday. I am from the town of Metropolis. Literally born and raised in the town of Metropolis, Illinois. We have a 20-foot-tall bronze statue of Superman.
What?
The local mental health facility is the Krypton House. Our local paper is The Planet. It only comes out once a week, but everything is Superman-themed in the town I came from. So I feel like I'm a pretty good expert on these sorts of things. And let me tell you, Sean, the cape is really important. It's made from the blankets he was wrapped in that came from Krypton, and he can hold it over people. And since they're also from Krypton, they're impervious to things, and he can protect people by wrapping them in his cape. Just a thing.
Sean, fix your face, dude.
If you think you've won me over by trying to convince me that Superman's baby blankets are why it's a cool fixture to have a cape, when I've told you already that I don't like Superman because he doesn't need the cape to begin with and he just looks like a loser in a leotard out there, sir, you have not won me over. No, you've only made it lamer. You've made it like Captain Underpants is ahead of Superman on my list.
Listen,
right?
You wonder why Insecure Walrus is so insecure, and then you, you drop this on him.
I'm not a fan. A lot of people chiming in on chat about this. We'll get to some of your takes here momentarily. We've got a lot to discuss. And by the way, I said you can ask us anything you want today. Questions are flowing in. I've got a lot of them.
Oh, boy.
So we'll start to get to these questions. We'll do them all at the top of the hour. So the beginning of the next hour is when we'll tackle our first questions and people are coming in. All questions are anonymous. We're answering anything you have with an Ask Us Anything throughout the show today. Do that. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right. We'll get to those answers. We'll get to people now maybe canceling their vacations to Florida over Alligator Alcatraz or Alligator Auschwitz, depending on how crazy you are. All of that and so much more coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Instagram at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a crash getting cleared up here, blocking the ramp from the express lanes of I-4 westbound to Florida's Turnpike. All lanes are blocked on I-75 northbound at State Road 484. Expect some slowdowns once you get off that Florida's Turnpike exit there. A crash is getting cleared up on State Road 429 northbound before Schofield Road. It's going to be your typical slowdowns on I-4 this morning. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-847.
Oh, hello. Nah, I'm kidding. No. Happy Friday, everybody. All right, cameraman. Get moving. Get grooving. How are we today? Prediction, Brittany not single? Calling it? What? Orlando's Alcatraz should be the Disney Detention Center. Feral Kitten Superman review. If you are not a Superman fan, this is pretty mid and basic but watchable. Nothing amazing. The audience, though, clapped. A lot of people loved it. So you're saying Superman fans, this is kind of like a pitch right down the middle to you, but a bit of a bunt for the general audience. Okay. Good review. Deanna says Superman entered the U.S. as way of a legal refugee, but was adopted by Americans and became a legalized citizen. I think that's such a weird way to look at these things, even though I'm not saying like in the Superman world you are wrong or the DC Comics universe you are wrong at all. I'm saying it's such a weird, like comic book nerds would do this. Because if I thought about like 100 different ways things could play out, if some fucking spaceman plopped down in the center of the planet somewhere, in America, right, let's say, boom, plops down in America since we're really the center of the world. Fuck yeah. if Superman or any other alien lands, nobody's going to be like, do you have your documentation, sir? They're going to be like, holy shit, that guy is flying. How about that? It would never come up. No one would ever talk about it. 3 minutes, and we're coming back live on the show. No one in real life would ever be like, this space alien appears to be undocumented. It would never happen. Crazy Drunk Cat Lady says, I thought Superman fell out of space in a silver egg. Maybe. I don't know enough about it. Dale says, Sean, I can help you with your running goal. I sent a video dispatch. Dale, thank you. I'll take a look at that. I promise. Thank you. Folks, it's time for a serious question here in chat. And we'll even ask the cameraman. Bring the cameraman around and ask him, well, how's he still moving the camera? This guy. He's got a Neuralink. He's got a Neuralink. The cameraman is... Wow. All right. I want to know from everybody. Since today is National Friday. Of course, on a Friday. What is the best way to serve fries? Okay, we've argued this many times. This is our final battle. Shoestring, steak. I will accept tater tots as an example of the options you could put forward here. Curly fries. Which is the winning combination? 2 for Team Curly, 2 for Team Tots. Tater tots, people going for that. McDonald's, you can get particular. The Stepafy saying something that I think not enough people say, so thank you for being brave. The waffle fry is indeed very good. Okay, 45 seconds, and the show is coming back live. Let's go. Crinkle cuts.
American History Hotline, where you ask the question, what is political technology?
Did George Washington really cut down a cherry tree?
Were JFK and Marilyn Monroe having an affair?
And American History Hotline gets to the bottom of it.
I'm so glad you asked me this question.
This is such a ridiculous story that we tell ourselves because we don't want to know the real story.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search American History Hotline and listen now.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, money, M-O-N-E-Y, money. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Real Radio 104.1.
The show that takes you from Skywall summer to Jack Rocket fall.
The time to fight. If there ever was a time to fight, this is the time to fight.
All right.
And
I'm not going to fight.
I must tell you, Sealand, you need to fight.
Okay, all right, okay. I'll fight then.
I need you to fight
all right,
in this
okay,
battle.
all
Okay,
right.
all right. I know there's a lot of talk about all the controversial stories of the day. Should we be bombing Iran? What about Alligator, Alcatraz? ICE is rounding up people. Wow. All these different things people are upset about, okay? But today is National Friday. And there is a Royal
I'm
Rumble
fighting, baby.
Of sorts.
I'm
All of a
back
sudden
in.
he's fighting. I told you,
I'm back
Mr.
in.
Fry Guy. Why? He's vested. Yes, he is. You know, he's Big Fry. Sealand does commercials for fries, for God's sake. Like, the guy's got a dog.
Absolutely right.
He knows what he's going for here.
I put my dog in that fight. I fought for that.
Who's the best? What's the best style? All of these
classic
things.
shoestring.
I know you're a shoestring guy. I hate to say this. I hate to fence sit on this. I do love them all. I do absolutely love them all. But I'm a curly fry guy at the end of the day.
Of course you are.
I am. Yeah.
That's not surprising at all.
Why does that make sense, Josh? What's that supposed to be?
Soft brain curly fry guy.
Look at you.
Now, I feel a little bit sensitive about this since I got on the scale this morning. And I don't know if it's because dinner was so late last night. I've been running. I've been getting all my miles in. I should be shedding pounds. I must have a tumor or something. I'm putting it on.
Not a tumor.
It might be a tumor, though. I don't know. Or the fries or something. Josh, what's at the pinnacle for you? I hate these whole national days thing, especially in radio. But for this, I'll allow it.
I got to tell you, aside from shoestring, which I agree is one of the elite shapes, crinkle cut is up there.
Damn, not enough people push the crinkle cut.
I agree.
So good for you for getting out there with that. We'll continue the fight over on chat. If you're hanging out over there, let us know what you think. Meanwhile, we're going to get to you. Your responses on anything we talk about today roll in via dispatches. Record your video or audio dispatch at thenewsjunkie.com.
The bowling alley that we used to go to all the time, it was, very old school bowling alley style. And I don't know if they just had a huge freezer or what, but they had at least like 4 different kinds of fries options. I was like, this seems unnecessary, but I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I love a good bowling alley where
a fry flight.
Like somebody might have just been arrested. There's fights. The black lights are on. And also, if you go over to the bar, they have 4 types of fries. Like, I don't need you to improve your food immensely. I don't need to go in there and for you to get me some sort of like, well, this is a meal with some je ne sais quoi, and it's fresh caught sardines in a bath of, I don't know, olive oil juice or something fancy.
Olive oil juice is exactly
olive oil
what
juice,
the fancy people
sardines.
drink.
I don't know what it is, okay? I don't want it. I want 4 kinds of fries, baby. And
I
was
only
it
want
possible?
one, baby.
Was it possible, Sealand? Could you have gone, like, I don't even know if you could do this anywhere. Definitely not Steak and Shake, but could you at the bowling alley go, give me the quadruplex? I want all 4. I want the Captain Planet of French fries, like shoestring, curly.
They would have said, listen,
crinkle, and crinkle's like little crinkle squished character.
They would have probably said, I don't get surprised often, but this is the fattest thing anybody's ever said at this bowling alley.
True. And then the last member, just like Captain Planet, has heart, which is Jesus, my God, inject this guy. You got Tater Tot, who just like, he's there, but should he really be? he's like a mutant, not really fully formed.
You don't like Tater Tots?
No, I do like them. I don't know if they should be considered in the mix.
I don't consider them in the mix. Yeah, it's not a fry.
Yeah, I agree. But I do. Look, Sealand's a Steak and Shake man. He is. And I think he's got a good point there. He's got a good point.
It's the beef
and
tallow.
they got that beef tallow.
And the Frisco melt.
Oh, yeah. All right, get out of here. I can't do this. I'm already too fat, man. I got to run more.
The Frisco melt doesn't seem as bad because it's pressed, It's compressed.
It's less calories.
You get a burger with like a big, fluffy bun, and then you look at the Frisco melt and you're like, clearly, that's better for me.
I haven't told you this because I've been hiding it away, but I've been secretly compressing all of my foods for 4 years, and it has not done me any favors over here. It went from 210 to 211 today when I stepped on the scale. I was like, and I tried to back off a little. I was trying to yoke the scale so I could get it back under 210.
The scale is hard to cheat. Some other things you could do. There are things. I decided to take my blood pressure on the couch, just nice and relaxed.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I think it's the best way to do it. Aren't we trying to get the best results possible?
The best reading I've gotten all week.
All right. Okay, we have a lot to get to
Borderline
today.
healthy.
Yeah. You know what? Borderline healthy still has an important word in it.
Yeah.
Healthy. It still has the healthy word there. I think there's something about that I like. We're going to go and get into you and your dispatches. Lots of people want to join us on the show today, and that is much appreciated. A lot of people talking about Superman's movie. Am I going to see it? Do I like it? Is it woke? Don is talking about that.
Tell me you know nothing about Superman without telling me you know nothing about Superman. Calling him woke. He's been woke since 1938.
Well,
I think technically true.
Superman has been social. I will agree. I don't know if I would say woke. Like, I wouldn't exactly say going against the Ku Klux Klan is woke. I would just say that is like, you know, a normal, acceptable form of activism that's supported by, certainly nowadays, like, you know, everybody. And even back then, the majority of people. But Superman did go after the KKK, and in the best way possible. He made fun of them. And he blew, they got like all the inner secret codes and language. You can look this up if you don't believe me. It's true. They got all the like inner codes and language and jargon that the KKK was using at the time. And then they worked it into these Superman radio show episodes. And then it became funny, like a joke, like making fun of them. Like how people make fun of the Proud Boys being jumped in and having to name their favorite cereals. Which, for a group of people
even know that.
Who don't like the gays, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard in my entire life. All of the moments I've spent breathing on this earth.
Fruit Loops, huh?
They utilize that to go against them and dismantle them via jokes and Superman. And that I like. I applaud you, Superman, for that. But we'll see what you think.
Thank you.
It's your wow, I didn't even know he was here on the show today.
Yes.
Superman, what kind of French fries are you into?
Waffle fries.
I knew it. Son of a bitch.
That's why I'm a Batman guy. Batman likes shoestring.
That is a woke answer. I can't deal with it. We'll see what you think. Let us know. Send us your dispatches over at thenewsjunkie.com right now. When we come back, we'll talk about this new fight that's popping up over Alligator, Alcatraz. Some interesting things there. Maybe before that, I don't know, possibly right after. I want to talk about a new TV show that is going to change everything. I love this. I think this is the medicine that America needs. All right? Okay? And, you know, I can't even stretch that till later, till the top of the hour. We're talking about this show when we come back. All right? That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
This weekend, Real Radio 104.1 smells like the 90s.
You gotta keep them separated.
Classic alternative.
Meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your forecast, and today features sweltering temperatures. Plan for a high of around 94 degrees in Orlando, but it will feel closer to the low 100s once we do factor in that humidity. So be sure to take lots of breaks.
Hello. Is sponsored by the International. This is what I actually sound like. International Hot Rod Association The microphone makes me sound better than I generally sound, but this is my actual voice. Get your tickets now at ihra.com. ihra.com. Hello, I need a newer life.
Folks, another milquetoast non-controversial question for you before we get into the real aggressive shit today. All right? What was, or is, if you'd like, the greatest reality show of all time? And I'll tell you why you're wrong, because the one that I'm going to talk about when we come back trumps them all. Trumps them all. But in your opinion, in your mind, what is / was, if it's over with now, the best reality show of all time? The Swan? The Swan was great. The Swan was brutal. Just taking ugly people and making a spectacle out of them. I love it. The real world? The greatest reality show is Skull Mike? Canceled. Shit! Fear Factor, Cheaters. Sean is going to work Love Island into this. No, I know where you're coming from, but no, I'm not going to be doing it. I swear to God, if it's another Love Island discussion, I'm turning the show off. Justin, I assure you, it's not Love Island. Survivor or Amazing Race? Survivor and Amazing Race both had some just awesome seasons of television early on. And then it felt like there's like an equation for every reality show. And once you run the show enough times, the equation has been solved and the show just seems boring. Big Brother is toast to me. I think they've kind of ruined it. Survivor, like I've seen it. You know what I mean? I've seen it. I've seen all the challenges. I've seen all the interactions. I think that happens on these shows sometimes. The Mole was a fun show because they didn't burn the mole out. It launched old Anderson Cooper too, huh? And Anderson Cooper was just a poor young man born in an impoverished neighborhood in the ghetto. And Anderson Cooper, he got his first job at 6. He worked in a coal mine. And he worked to get his first laptop. And then when he got the laptop, it took him 15 years to get it. He finally, through perseverance and work, built a website that launched his news career. Came from nothing. Absolutely nothing. With his mother, how do you say Gloria Vanderbilt? You think the Vanderbilt last name helps you out in getting a job? All right, 45 seconds and we're coming back live. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Oh, right. Happy Friday, everybody. Here we go.
Right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Good news, I-4 drivers. The Darrell Carter Parkway interchange is opening soon, bringing a new connection to I-4 and helping to ease congestion at nearby interchanges. Learn more at i4beyond.com/Darrell Carter.
This Earful of Real Radio is sponsored by Wassy's Meat Market, the best place to buy a Big Green Egg.
Three best friends diving into the deep end of internet culture.
You had going through the most viral stories of the day. Virals. Going through the most viral stories of the day. I've only said that 8 billion times. Yes, but here we are today. Join us and learn more at thenewsjunkie.com. I know I might have actually scared some people off with my last tease, but I'm glad if you've hung out and you stayed. Because despite what people say, when I said there's a new reality show, first of all, some people are tuning out.
You know what? I don't think you said reality show. I think you just said TV show.
I said TV show. You're right. I said TV show. But I think because I've talked about Love Island, there's disgusted human beings who are like, if Sean talks about Love Island one more time, I swear to God, I'm taking his man card away or whatever. And I'm not talking about Love Island here. I think that this new reality show, Nobody's really talking about it or watching it yet. But I think it is the medicine that America needs in 2025. There are too many soft people out there. Soft men and women that I look at in this great country of ours, and I constantly wonder, how do you pay your bills? How do you get through the day? How do you have a child, for God's sake? These soft people who are constantly confused by the slightest thing, and any minor inconvenience in their life is like a nuclear warhead landing on top of their life. So this is the medicine I think America needs right now. And much like in Israel, they have compulsory military experience. They also have that in South Korea and various other countries, usually when you're surrounded by people who want to blow you up. And it can take the folks who are in these countries, make them a little more, well, I don't know if I would say harder, but a little more appreciative of the things that they have in life. This is a show that you'll start hearing about soon called Back to the Frontier. Okay. And what this show does is it took a bunch of people from, younger people to families, and it brought them back to the 1800s. And it made them live like you have to live in the 1800s. You have no choice, all right?
So, like,
everybody was hard in the 1800s.
Survivor, but
rock hard.
Yes, yes. Well, not like Survivor, Celia, because I don't think it's as much of it's not a competition.
All right.
This is so glorious. Let me bring you into it with the trailer. Here, it's on Max. Here we go. Covered wagons.
Going back.
They didn't have a phone, and they were pretending to take selfies because they can't be away from their phones for more than 5 seconds without pretending.
Cringe.
All right? It's like real life Oregon Trail.
Yeah.
And I only wish you would die of dysentery.
Damn it. Son of a bitch.
Dysentery.
Sorry. Real life Oregon Trail is the medicine America needs. It truly is the medicine America needs. The Step-a-P on Twitch says, no thanks, I like air conditioning and toilets. I know you do, but I want to snatch them away from you for a very limited period of time so that you go, damn, we are so much more privileged than every person who lived before us. We are so much more advanced and better off than every person lived before us. And I want people to know how difficult it can be so you appreciate how fantastic it is. And that is what makes you hard. That is what turns you from soft to hard.
I always thought it was porn.
It's different for some people. Maybe you have your own things, too.
To the frontier. It's going to be life-changing for all of us.
We want to go backwards so that we can go forward in the right direction.
Makeup and jewelry removal there, please. Lip gloss at least, right? Everything must go.
I want my kids to learn humility and hard work.
The kids know it's going to be terrible. Even on the way, they're like, "Gah!"
All of your tech in here, please.
Are you guys ready to get rid of these devices?
No.
No?
I'm at a loss for words that I have to give up all of this to go back to the frontier.
They got all sorts of different people, as I said. Black families, white families. If I was a black family, I might be a little more hesitant.
I was going to say, they're not going to. How hard are they going on this? Because it could get real awkward.
If I was walking in with my black family, I might check the terms of service. I might be a little more particular about this. But these young white kids, I think they know what they're in for. I think they know what's coming. It's like, if I could best describe this to you, it's like the scene in The Legend of Ricky Bobby, where the young, terrible kids realize that grandma isn't going to give up, and she's going to break them. And they say, you're going to break us like wild horses, aren't you, grandma? And grandma says, you bet your ass I am. This is that moment for all these kids who are taking their iPhones and going, oh, God. All right, fine. Here, and then they give them a broom, and they're like, this is a manual Roomba? What is this thing here? What am I doing? They don't know what to do with their lives. This is the medicine America needs.
Welcome to your frontier.
Oh, my God.
This is really it. This is all we have.
There's only 2 beds. I'm not sharing a bed.
Why are we complaining about this?
I didn't anticipate it would be this difficult just to find 3 vegetables for dinner tonight.
We sit on that?
Yeah, I love that for them, okay?
Have these people never consumed historical-based media? Like, you've never seen an outhouse before?
Well, hang on. In the 1800s, they didn't have toilets?
I'm shocked.
You got an outhouse. It's a hole and a piece of wood, okay? This is what America needs. We need people to realize how well we have it over here, how fantastic things are. This is a good time.
Sit on that?
It's the 1800s.
This house, the living situation. Yeah.
This is what you have to do to
Crying already. They're 12 hours into living in the 1800s. They're 12 hours into living there. Oh, my God. I can't take it. This is why we need this. It'll fit. Every kid will be able to read in school again. They'll be able to read and write in school again. Every kid will go back outside and get on a bicycle and go play with their friends and ride to the McDonald's for the day. Every kid will improve by 100%, I think, immediately as a result of this. Because they'll go, this is what it used to be all about. Kids can't take their power going out for 45 minutes now. They don't know what to do with themselves. The adults are no better because the adults have never been through these troubles either. So this is just better for everybody.
We as adults are very much enablers.
Yeah, you think so? Well, this is coming from the guy who recently handed his kid a tablet.
You don't have to whisper.
Jack's got a tablet.
He's got a tablet.
He's got a tablet.
He doesn't get the tablet every day.
Would Jackson survive in the 1800s?
Hell no.
Be rough off. He's too big. That baby takes in a lot of food. He'd be eating them out.
Gonna have to find 4 vegetables for dinner.
He'd be the guy in the town that everyone whispers about because he's like 2 feet taller than everyone.
Yeah.
And he beats the hell out of everyone else.
Tammy on YouTube says, it was brutal and everything would kill a person. Back in the 1800s? Yeah. I think things were much more difficult back then. And this kind of, it's just slap to the face. It wakes you up. The people waiting in line and complaining about having to wait a couple of minutes for their food. The people on an airplane who are like, my Wi-Fi has caused my my movie to stutter. I don't want this to happen. I'm dropping
That
frames.
does sound miserable, actually. I won't stand for that on an airplane.
Am I 37,000 feet in the air in a metal tube? Yes, but I'm dropping frames on Darkwing Duck reruns. What's happening right now? I can't deal with this. Get them all out there. Back to the frontier with all of them, okay? Milk the cows.
1 out of 3 families fail when they're on the homestead, so we need to work together.
I don't miss my phone at all.
Liar.
Wait. Stop. Were they just eating pizza?
Yes. I think maybe. Hold on.
On the frontier?
Frontier pizza, though. Maybe it's a pie? Is it a pie?
Kind of hard to tell.
It's thick. It's a little hard to tell exactly what it is. No, it's a pie. They're pies over here. You had pies on the frontier, right?
Sure.
I think maybe.
Pizza. It looks like
no,
pizza.
it's not a.
Phone at all.
This type of
They're
time out
fishing?
with my boys, invaluable.
Love that.
There are forever lasting memories in my childhood, and I hope this is one of those memories for you.
True.
This is what the frontier is all about.
I love it.
Wait till we go home and tell Mom all about our day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It fixes them.
Can't wait to tell Ma.
It fixes them. All right? The Unabomber was right. Okay? When everybody is stripped of all of the electronics and all of the different frivolities of the world around us and all of the different things, the creature comforts, it makes us better people. And we form better bonds with other individuals. And that, friend, is a good thing. It's a good thing. And I think more people should experience
What if
this.
one of them gets injured during this experiment? Do they get airlifted somewhere, or is it just
ain't no choppers in the 1800s, friend?
Permanently crippled.
Tie a tourniquet and pour some whiskey on it.
Load them up in the covered wagon, and you slowly but surely ford all the rivers and make your way to where you needed to go. Now, I want you to tell me what you think. What do you think? Do you think that this would be like a good experience? Should we do something like this back to the frontier and make it a mandatory summer that kids experience, or a mandatory year, like what 1 year in the middle of your schooling, 6th grade or something? They take you and they take your cell phones and all your different toys and stuff, and they bring you off the grid and they go, this is what it used to be like. I think it would take people from soft to hard. I think it would make people a little bit more appreciative of all of the things around them in life. And also, it could turn into be like some Lord of the Flies thing, which is like a good outcome either way, right? Like,
Sucks to your ass, Mar.
There's good and bad to this thing, but there's a lot more good. What do you think? Let us know and send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right. We will get into some of your thoughts here. Actually, let's work in a dispatch right now.
Yeah, we got time.
Andrew's mad that we're talking about food because it's Friday, National Friday, and Sealand's saying Steak and Shake representing in the house. Andrew talks like this.
All right. I'm sorry. I effing hate you guys right now. You're talking about burgers, Frisco melts, fries, stuff I can no longer eat. I don't know what's going on. I got something in my stomach. So let's say last year, guess what? I weighed about 180 pounds.
Okay.
You don't know how much I weigh now? Because this damn sickness I have? Yeah, I'm averaging about 125 pounds.
Whoa.
I'm 5'10", and I'm 38 years old.
Is it contagious?
Maybe it's cancer. Who knows? Well, later.
Well,
you should find out.
Yeah. Wait, we don't actually live in the 1800s, right, sir? Like, Andrew, go to a doctor or something. Go somewhere to get that checked out.
Go with Pa to the apothecary.
That sounds bad to me, all right? It doesn't seem like a good thing. What else we got here? Somebody's talking about the WNBA? I don't know. Here we go.
Hey, news junkies. You said ask anything, so I'm just going to ask something that's probably controversial.
Uh-oh.
How do you guys feel about Angel Reese being the cover of 2K and not Caitlin Clark?
Don't get me started.
I thought it was a clear-cut winner with Cece winning the cover of 2K for the women. Not the person that missed 1 million shots and grabs their own rebounds.
Damn. Here's my thoughts on that. And that's about it. That's what I don't know. I don't even know what 2K is. What's 2K?
It's a video game.
Okay. On the cover of a video game.
NBA 2K.
And Angel Reese is on the cover of the video game.
2K.
Well, yeah, that too.
Angel Reese versus Caitlin Clark. I don't care. I kind of like them fighting with each other. Am I the only person who enjoys the battle between two people? It to me is like they made a movie out of this. What was the tennis rivalry where they had the man going versus the woman?
Battle of the Sexes?
Yes.
Nailed
Yes,
it.
Josh.
Points.
The Battle of the Sexes, which was it Navratilova or...
Let's find out.
Yeah, let me know who that was. I love that kind of stuff. When there's like a sports rivalry going on, and it'll make people watch things they didn't want to watch. Now, because of like, I don't know, there's a clash going on in the WNBA. The WNBA...
Makes it exciting.
You might not like hearing this, but I'm going to tell you the truth. The WNBA was it was mostly black women, mostly black lesbians was what the WNBA was for a very long time. Now it seems like there's a lot of different characters that have worked their way into the WNBA, and some of them are building big names, and they're fighting with each other, and you're fighting about whether or not they're getting enough attention or not. But like, that's what all of sports is based on. If you extrapolate 50 years out from this, then you got a real sport going on. WNBA in 50 years might be a real sport. It might actually be there because people will go, remember back in the day, Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark? And they'll talk about these times. And then it went from there. And then people got inspired by them and on it went.
Maybe you know this, Josh. Does the 2K series carry the same curse as the Madden video games?
What is the curse?
Like you lose or something?
No, the Madden curse is like it was like if you were featured on the cover of Madden, you got injured or something. I think.
Yeah, I don't think NBA has that.
Yeah.
Madden cover curse. All right,
I know what you're talking about now because Christian McCaffrey was on there, and then I think he blew out his knee or whatever.
Right.
Yeah. This says the Madden curse, so like it's actually in the wiki for this. Prior to 1998, every installment of Madden NFL primarily featured Madden on its cover. So they put John Madden on. And then they moved it over, much like being on the Wheaties box or the Sports Illustrated cover jinx. Now they have the Madden curse. The perception is that the curse is real. It's resulted in fans lobbying on their favorite players not to be on the cover, such as LaDainian Tomlinson. And, people have been injured, those kind of things. Yeah, that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's the same in the WNBA, but I know they're in the conversation. That's kind of the important part, isn't it? I don't care who's on the cover of these things. Jesus Christ. All right, we are going to take a quick break. And when we come back, we'll get into our first round of questions. I said we'll do Ask Me Anything on the show today. There's a lot of them. All the questions will be anonymous. You can email yours, tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I got a whole bunch of them, and we'll crack that wide open when we come back. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with Night 2 of the Mount Dora Summer Night Series with Ryan Holmes from the Monsters in the Morning, July 12th. Details at realradio.fm/comedy.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law, clausmanlaw.com.
Keep an eye out for emergency crews clearing up an accident on the ramp from the express lanes of I-4 westbound to Florida's Turnpike. Traffic's piling up due to an accident blocking all lanes on I-75 northbound at County Road 484. Expect some slowdowns once you get off that Florida's Turnpike exit there. It's going to be your typical slowdowns on I-4 this afternoon. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now.
Hey! See this? Hot mic alert. How are you guys doing? We'll get to our first questions. You can send yours. All questions will remain anonymous. Tips, T-I-P-S, @thenewsjunkie.com. And there's a ton of them already rolling in. I have no idea what they are. I have not looked at them yet. We'll see if it gets explosive or interesting or fun or could be a good adventure for all of us. Send yours, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. All right, we got 5 minutes and then we're back live on the show. Hello, Gary. How are you? Happy Friday, everybody. My allergies continue to be horrific right now. It's not for you. That's what's great about it. What? What are you talking about? WNBA? Now, yeah, but now the chat goes off of the screen to the right on my TVs. I don't know what to tell you. Send me a screenshot of what you're talking about. Or a photo. Excuse me. Ryan says, I'm sure there will be civil and reasonable questions. I mean, maybe. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Gary, hello. Hey, Joe on Facebook. Hey. Appreciate you.
It's hurricane season, and I got to tell you what, man. Solar Source helped me so much. You were stuck last year without power.
Still got to talk about this Alligator Alcatraz thing.
Backup system that is absolutely awesome. You should check it out. Go to solarsource.com/.
Claritin D, Sean, for your allergy, says Lady of Laurels. I've taken Claritin before. It was okay. Previous to this week, I was doing pretty well. I'm on... What am I on? I forgot. Zyrtec. I'm on Zyrtec. And then I do like 3 or 4 nasal sprays, 2 in each nostril. And that usually keeps me perfect. I don't have to clear my throat. I don't have the post-nasal drip. But this week it's been bad. So I'm done.
I came back just in time for Trader Friday. What's Trader Friday? Is that when people leave Twitch to go to YouTube or leave YouTube to go to Twitch? Nasal sprays are addictive, apparently. A lot of losers say that. A lot of losers say that. Tony says an air purifier. I have an air purifier right next to where I sleep. It runs about 12 hours a day. It only shuts off when I sleep. And it's enough to do like a very large room, but I have it just doing my bedroom for pet hair. Back in 2.5 minutes. Nobody goes to Twitch, except for that time YouTube banned us, and then everybody went to Twitch for a day. When I say everybody, a chunk of people went to Twitch. You're addicted? Do you get any side effects from the nasal spray, says Connor? No. Only that post-nasal drip stops. That's it. 2 minutes. It's not the 1800s, go see a sinus doctor. I've seen allergy doctors basically my whole life. I've had allergies forever. I'm allergic to grass, all kinds of embarrassing stuff. And I've done the shots that didn't really help me that much. The only things I've found that actually help me is when I'm in good shape, which is not right now. I need to get there. That's why the running thing might be good. When for some reason when I'm in good shape, my allergies are less. Don't know why, but that works. And taking the nasal sprays helps a lot. 90 seconds. He's definitely addicted to nasal spray. I'm definitely not. I could quit at any minute, man. Also, just look at me. Like, all you people who say all these things about me, who somehow don't see who I am in my core, haven't you seen me quit smoking? Just said, oh, enough smoking, done smoking. You know what I mean? Vaping, I vaped for a little while, quit vaping. I was drinking half a bottle of whiskey a day. Now I'm having 2 White Claws. Like, yesterday was Secret Show, so I had 2 shots, but I'm drinking like 1/10 of what I was drinking. I'm a strong man. I'm hard. About as hard as it gets. And weathered. Hard and weathered. The Sean Wasson story. By Sean Wasson. With Sean Wasson.
Fast, here I come.
Gotta have a Wawa.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. From car accidents to personal injury cases, Mo has you covered. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free, new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website, BILLS. 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 Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's
Junkie.com. We'll get to the first round of those in just a little bit here on the show. And also, we'll get to more of your feedback. Your dispatch is rolling in at thenewsjunkie.com. There's a lot of people who have said, you know what? Especially Canadians. I'm not traveling to America. I'm not doing it. I won't be doing it.
Gonna do it, buddy.
Not going there, Josh, they say. And I think that Canadian travel over the border in some of the border states, like travel by car to America, has dropped a little bit. I don't think the numbers have been massive. Florida travel is actually up in most cases just in terms of the state of Florida, because a lot of people have said I'm not coming to Florida for stuff like this.
We have a brand new theme park. So it'd be hard to say like, oh no, travel's down. No, it's not
true.
No, I think that most of this stuff is like people say that they're going to boycott things, but then it's cold, and you want to get out of the cold, so you go to like one of the warmer states, and you go, all right, Florida, or you say you're going to boycott X, Y, or Z, and then it just becomes too difficult for you. The only thing I'm boycotting, I'm trying to think about boycotting it now. The only thing I'm actively boycotting right now is New York City.
And New York City,
I will not return to. I've not gone to New York City in about 10 years, maybe less than that. No, 8 years or so. I will not go back to New York City until they get a handle on the absolute insane people, right? Like until they say, hey, maybe the amount of mentally ill people roaming the subway should be reduced by 50%. Maybe people killing people by shoving them in front of trains, just random people by crazos out there. Maybe that's bad. We should dial this back. When they decide to do that, and they've done it before, the last time they really cleaned things up in New York was when things were really bad before Rudy Giuliani. And then Giuliani came around and became the mayor that cleaned up the city in large part and was very popular. And then afterwards, 9/11 made Rudy Giuliani America's mayor. I kind of stopped following him after that, but I think he's still very, like he's doing the same stuff. There never was a downfall.
No, still real popular.
Big
he
time
even nabbed that movie role,
Did he?
in Borat 2.
Yeah, he was in that. I saw it, but I didn't watch, so I don't know if his reputation has taken a tumble. But who knows? For a while, he was doing well. So I've decided, looking at this stuff, I don't necessarily want to go to New York City. Somebody says San Francisco. I love San Francisco. A Freudian slip.
You got your right-wing talking points in front of you.
I love San Francisco. And I think it's such a beautiful city. It's a microclimate. Nowhere in the world can you be in the middle of one of the biggest cities, get in a car, drive across the beautiful Golden Gate Bridge. Don't jump off it. When you get to the other side, you can, in 15 minutes, drive up the side of a mountain and be in the redwood forest. It stunned me. A man with a tiny heart. It stunned me. It made me emotional to see these things. Love it. Beautiful.
Oh, it made me terrified because I did that drive at night and I couldn't see a damn thing.
It's a beautiful area, though. It's a beautiful area. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Also, probably won't go there on vacation for a long time because there's poop everywhere and the hobos are out of control. These are just the things that I do. But people are doing this with other stuff now. And who knows what you can trust anymore. The online world is a really difficult one to navigate, full of lots of lies. But this is somebody who says their family was doing a group text. And they told them because of Alligator Alcatraz, they weren't going. I'm not going. I'm not going to do this. I guess it's about priorities, the story says. Redditor refuses vacation in Florida, over Alligator Alcatraz, gets accused of overreacting. And I'm reading some of the text messages here. I don't want to get political in the family chat, but I don't think I want to go to Florida while those detention centers are standing. He's talking about Alligator Alcatraz. And then question marks around Alligator Alcatraz 2 and 3. I guess we don't know yet what's happening with those. Don't change the vacation for me, this person said. But I wanted to let you guys know so you could keep planning it. And they're getting mad. And they say, is boycotting Florida an overreaction? I don't know. Let us know, New York fans and friends of the show. Let us know what you think about this. Have you not come to Florida over this? It says, I don't want to get political in the family chat, but I don't think I want to go to Florida while these detention centers are standing. Don't change the vacation for me, but I want to let you guys know so you can keep planning it. What are you talking about? Somebody says, Alligator Alcatraz, as they're calling it. The person says, send a link. They're not very in tune to what's going on there. Wow.
No.
Alligator out. Send a link. And they send a MSNBC link. God. About the case for calling Florida's Alligator Alcatraz something. Oh, a concentration camp, I think. Because that's normal language and rhetoric. Yep, definitely a concentration camp. Yes. And they send that link along. Shows me this person's motivation. You're going to let them take your once-in-a-decade family vacation away? What is you not going to Florida going to change, besides you missing out on the trip? And another family member says, what about going somewhere else? And they responded, what is me being vegan going to change? It's about the principle. But like I said, there's no need to change the course of the vacation. For me, I'll plan a trip to Cleveland instead so I can be with everyone. I'm guessing his family lives in Cleveland. That's what I'm guessing is happening. The principle of missing a vacation with your family, what does it do? It allows me to not support a state that I believe is committing humanitarian and environmental atrocities. Environmental atrocities. Are there environmental atrocities that are accused?
I think there's been some discussion about
the alligators?
No, about the land being used.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like where the poop goes and stuff like that. Because it's not a very developed area.
No, I don't think anything was happening out there.
No.
They had the facilities and stuff. Like, they had stuff. But I don't think, like, they were
there
actively
buildings?
using it. I thought that there were. Like, I thought there was a landing strip and, like, some sort of basic buildings that were out there.
I know
It
there's
just
a
was
landing
going
strip,
unused.
and then I read on Wikipedia, we all read it together, that I think a lot of people used to go out there to, like, drive fast cars because it was a nice long runway not being used, and you can get up to like 200 miles an hour out there.
Yeah. I mean, that sounds fun.
That does sound fun.
The ladies on YouTube chiming in. Amanda says, I'm personally okay with them not coming to Florida. Kelly says, I'm good with them not coming. Sourdough says, I worry more about Florida bears getting hunted. True. I agree with you on that front, actually, believe it or not. It allows me to not support a state that I believe is committing humanitarian and environmental atrocities. Sure is. And by the way, all this stuff, like so many other things, is fake. Okay? I'm just going to say it. I'll say the thing. All of this stuff is fake. You discover over time that people are all hypocritical. They don't really believe the stuff that they're saying. It's just like people who will tell you, hey, Black Lives Matter and Black Voices Matter. And you're like, well, is it good that Clarence Thomas is on the Supreme Court? Oh, hell no. He's an Uncle Tom. And then you'll go, well, do you like this group of people or this group of people? And they're like, oh, of course. But turns out they don't like them unless they agree with them up and down a list. Like, if you check all the same boxes off, you have the same exact political opinions as I do, then I like you. Otherwise, no, right? This is how many people are about this. If you told this kid, hey, I know that you don't want to go with your family to Florida on account of the Alligator Alcatraz, but not for nothing. Rolling Loud, I got tickets. Gonna be amazing. All of our favorite performers are going to be there. Frank Ocean going to be performing.
Cool.
You're going to have all the big hit bands. Flatbush Zombies will be doing a show of their first album, all through and through. All of it's going to be there. Chapel Roan will be performing.
That's a weird choice for Rolling Loud, but sure.
It's all going to be there, Josh. All the rap,
I'm
all the
in.
rock, all of it. It's going to be there. This person that says, like, I am very dedicated to this, I cannot support Florida, is going to be like, I'm buying a ticket right now. I'm buying a ticket right now. Because it's easy to toss off some things you probably don't want to do anyways, okay? This person said, sure is. That's why you have to draw the line somewhere. And I draw the line at ICE detaining civilians like the Gestapo and keeping them in open-air prisons in a swamp. Again, not here for a debate. The person says, the debate is this political stance keeping you from spending time with your family. That you think you're making some righteous stance against something when you're really just missing time with your brothers, your nephews, and your parents. So guess it's about priorities. And I hear what you're saying, but yours, and then it like sort of cuts off there. And it turned into a large discussion online about
where was this? Was this am I the a-hole thing here? Am I overreacting?
It's not for the karma. No, that's the user, not for the karma. It was posted on. It was on one of these. I think it was a different one than you were saying, but there's lots of those. This one is. Hang on. am I overreacting?
Yeah.
Which is very much the same as the one you're talking about, Celia.
Exactly.
Like, hey, am I overreacting? Here's the story that's going on with my family. And, like people are going to take political stances and not want to do certain things and boycott certain things. And people on the left are going to boycott certain things and people on the right are going to boycott. I told you, like, I don't want to go to New York City until it seems a little bit safer with the mentally ill people, especially on public transit and whatnot. I think people deserve better than that in a big city with all the money in the world that taxes you as much as they do. They can fix it like that. They could fix it like they've shown you they could do in cities like San Francisco, but they don't want to. They don't want to fix it, so they don't fix it. So I think you can do these things, but I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. Alligator, Alcatraz. Is there anybody who's listening right now who goes, yeah, if my family said they were going to Florida, I'd say no over Alligator, Alcatraz. I cannot support that. I do not stand behind it. Unfettered for You on Twitch says, I wouldn't care if my favorite person in the world went to Russia and wanted to pay for everything for me to visit. I still wouldn't. Yeah, I can see that, especially with far-flung places that you don't necessarily want to go to begin with. But I'm talking about where it actually takes some sacrifice, right? Like, if Josh really wanted to go to his favorite music festival, which, I don't know, Bonnaroo, Okeechobee Music Festival.
Yeah. Coachella, let's say.
Coachella. Let's say Coachella.
I have money here.
Let's say it's Coachella and you're going to be out there with the famous people in the desert. If you said, I'm not going to do this thing, and not like some rando thing, like I could say right now, I'll tell you what, after investigating, I really don't think I want to go to North Korea. I'm putting my foot down. I can't support this family. That's not really a big, brave thing to say because it probably wasn't baked into the cards that you were going to do this or have to do this. BS on YouTube says, the dude lacks spine to travel out of Florida. You think he has the spine to boycott anything? You talking to me? I don't know if you're talking to me or somebody else.
I think he's talking to you.
Mel Bell says, this would be my mom. She refuses to come back to Florida as long as DeSantis is still in office. There's a lot of people whose brains just get melted like that. I'm sorry that has happened to your mom. I don't know that this, like, I could even see some of the political stuff more than this in particular. His family seems to disagree, but let us know. Like, maybe you do that about something. Maybe you agree with this person. Send us a dispatch on the website over at thenewsjunkie.com. You can also email the show at any time, real quick. You can email the show, and if you want to be anonymous, put that on top of the email, please, right up there on top at tips@thenewsjunkie.com.
I could understand if you were like planning a large event that was going to inject a lot of money into the state and you decided to move it because you didn't like the state's politics, but a family vacation, is not going to make or break the state of Florida. It's just,
it's not. And you can still you could go to your family
especially
vacation.
The rest of your family still goes.
You could go to your family vacation in Florida, by the way, and still stand by your political stances. You could say like, hey, while I'm in Florida, I'm also going to donate to this charity. I'm going to it's like offsetting the things that you're doing. You don't have to do that. It's not really going to have a huge impact either way. You might as well enjoy your family and then still have your political values. Like, even though I disagree with them, people can, you're free to disagree with me. I'm not right on everything. Most things I am, but I'm not right on everything. And even if I am, you might just have a differing opinion. I think that the problem is when you take these moral stances and they're maybe more rooted in things like, did this guy really want to go? Did he really want to go to the family gathering? Or is it I'll be honest with you, during COVID, there were a couple of things that I didn't want to do that I was like, oh, COVID. And I utilized that to not go to the doctor's appointment I didn't want to go to the next day. Right?
There you go.
There's a lot of different ways you could do this, but let us know how you feel. Send us a dispatch over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, here's what we're going to do. I got these emails queued up. We didn't get to them here. We will get to them, I promise. We will get to them when we come back. We'll do the Ask Us Anything emails when we return. That is coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is The Jim Colbert Show. Talk radio with a side of chaos. The Jim Colbert Show. Weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
All lanes are locked on I-75 northbound at County Road 484. Travelers on Florida's Turnpike northbound are avoiding those slowdowns by getting off at US 301. Move over and slow down if you see police activity or emergency vehicles on the roadways. The roadways are very busy in that area. It's going to be your typical slowdowns on I-4 through the amusement park area. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change Traffic Tip Line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Straight Talk might not be on your shopping list, but it should be. Next time you're grabbing some milk off the shelf at your local Walmart, stop by the Straight Talk aisle and switch to real unlimited data. It's quick and convenient. It won't even take up room in your cart.
Did you know that mortgage guy?
Do you remember if Sabrina did any Love Island stories yesterday?
I don't believe she did. We did talk about the girl apologizing for getting kicked out, but we only very, very briefly touched it. We didn't talk anything about what she said.
Okay.
Hello! The only reason I like blue cities is because of the open markets with stolen goods. I think you can find that in any city. But also, when you say blue cities, what comes to mind when you think of red cities? Just a question. Hello, Beha. I'm not listening to the Skull Mic until Sean hires a taller cameraman. Tall lives matter. Is it too short? It is what it is. New York City and LA? I hope you're not talking about red cities. Dallas? Kevin. Kevin, you think Dallas is a red city? Houston? Houston more than Dallas. The fact is, most cities are left-leaning because that's what attracts people in. People want to be part of a community. They want to be more social. They end up cohesive with all the different people around them. These things tend to line up with different values. City life tends to line up with a bit different than more rural life. Kentucky, Mississippi, Alabama, you're talking about red states. I'm not talking about red states. I'm talking, when you say red cities, I'm saying, what do you mean by red cities? Columbia, North Carolina? You're going to find some, here and there that are majority right-leaning, but not many, not most. Lived in Dallas, pretty far left. Fort Worth, not so much. Yeah, I mean, it's just it's a city, folks. Like a city population. I'm about 2 miles outside of actual not even 2 miles, maybe a mile and a half, 2 miles outside of downtown Orlando right now. In downtown Orlando, you have the most progressive population in the area. You have the most left-leaning people in the area, all gathered downtown, living downtown, voting downtown. The more you go outside of that downtown into the neighborhoods that surround it, you find a bigger variety of opinion. The further away you go, you start going into these enclaves outside of the city, and you find people who are completely different, totally different political opinions. But most city centers are not. I might offer up Jacksonville, but somebody fact check me right now. The city of Jacksonville. Did the city of Jacksonville vote Trump or Kamala Harris? The city, the actual city of Jacksonville. Oklahoma City, maybe. Orlando is so woke I can't walk down the street without stepping on hipster cum. What? What is wrong with you? 2 minutes. Jackson's definitely got to be Trump. It might be. Jacksonville is a Democratic mayor. That might be true. Even cities like that. It's just the case. It's like you look at a state and you go, this is a red state. But in most cases, the red state, all the cities are blue cities. It's when you get outside of the cities into the suburbs and these other areas where people are less just down the line progressive. Joe Biden was the first Democrat since Jimmy Carter to win Duval County. That's a county. I'm not talking about counties either. I'm talking specifically about cities. It's something about like cities that draw in like-minded people. Big city living. Really, what it boils down to is collectivism, cities, collectivism, versus individualism, right? That's the breakdown.
It's called American History Hotline,
where you ask the question, what is political technology?
Did George Washington really cut down a church?
Dolmike, baby. That's right. What was he ranting about? I saw him doing a lot of moving, a lot of talking with his hands. Doesn't give me a lot of time, but what's up, y'all? He said hipster cum? That's weird. It was gross. It does sound pretty gross. Oh, I guess I got to go back to work now. No, he said Sealand was woke. Kick his ass. All right, back to the show.
Riding the daily roller coaster of viral news from the front row. It's the
Dolmike. That's right. Battle will never end during the breaks. The only show where you get even more content if you're watching live over on YouTube. Pick a community. YouTube.com/The News Junkie, or just search for The News Junkie on YouTube, or Twitch.tv/The News Junkie. You have to pick your community, and then you stay in there forever. Because it's like a cult, both of them, man. It's hard to iron that out.
They love the extra content, but it's weird because like when it's Skull Mike, they spell that word with a U, and I don't understand why. It's
Skull Mike, they spell the word with a U.
No, content.
That I haven't heard them say that. I'm not familiar with that. I hear them talking about the content and how much they like it. Yeah. All right. Just gobbling it down.
Listen, the more that as a new father I have to watch Sesame Street, the more I think that guy who recorded that for you just ripped you off.
What are you talking about?
Ripped you off.
Are you suggesting, Christopher, that this doesn't sound like Cookie Monster? Because you think this is like some neat, unemployed man recording in his closet in a Cookie Monster-like voice?
This is content.
No.
How much did you pay him? Was it $5?
Might have been $25.
Oh man! Oh my god!
But it's
Cookie
Monster.
He probably played that for all of his friends and said some absolute moron paid me $25 to do this. And
Daddy, how do you make money, Daddy?
Gotta find a sucker. There's one born every minute.
Got a USB mic in the closet, kid, and I pretend to be Cookie Monster. When some idiot from a radio show is like, will you say this is content and then pretend like you're eating a cookie? Okay. All right. I told you could ask any questions today. I told you could. And you can send your emails over to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Mark emails the show.
I thought you said they were all going to be anonymous.
Oh, no. Mark from Question Markville. Question Mark emails the show.
My gosh, man.
All right, I'll fix it from here on out. A Question Mark says, Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday, News Junkie crew. I've had the same question on my mind since I was a little kid. Can you tell me how to get to Sesame Street? God damn, man.
This is
No, this is not how we were supposed to start this. There's a lot of things we can... okay, this is an anonymous email coming in. I imagine we're going to get this, so we might as well get it out of the way. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Keep me anonymous. What's the real reason Sabrina isn't on secret shows? Which is just like constantly the thing whenever one of these things come up. I addressed that on a secret show. Go back and listen to the show after. You'll hear what was said and you'll hear what was going down and you'll understand what's going on and the question will no longer be burning, okay? Let's see. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous emails. Hey, Sean, I will state up front that I'm an oldo. I'm 57 years old, but I've been a runner for 27 years and I run an 8-minute mile. Ooh, that's not good for me. No. That is not good for me. My guy has been running for, or my gal, who knows, has been running for 27 years, and I run an 8-minute mile. He heard my goal is just to barely break 7. I just want to just get under 7. I really hope you reach your goal, but I would not want to be your trainer. Anyway, have a super fantastic weekend to you, Josh, and the Fuzzy Giant. Elaine, the Fuzzy Giant?
I guess I'm Fuzzy Giant, yeah.
Oh, no. I know who the Fuzzy Giant is.
Yes.
That's what he's talking about. That makes sense. That adds up. All right. Another email coming in. You can ask us anything you want. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. It will remain anonymous. Anonymous says, if the News Junkie could conduct a media-sparking celebrity interview with anybody, who would it be? Well, I mean, that's going to depend on who you're asking out of the three of us. If we could interview anybody, who it would be? See, for me, and you could ask almost anybody that actually knows me, and they will, I think, verify this. I do not care, nor have I ever cared about interviewing the same people that everybody else interviews. So, like, celebrities go on these circuits, and they talk to everybody, and it's like, oh, here's this celebrity for the millionth time, and I don't care. And I think most of the time, more people in your audience don't care than care. So a lot of that stuff I wash my hands of. I'd rather talk about fun, interesting things. But I do love even interviewing people from viral stories. So those are always my answers. And there was once a man who, in the heat of things, and I apologize for the content that is about to come out of my mouth here, but there was a time when somebody stepped up and said that they had not one, but 2 penises.
Right.
Online. And a third person came forward. And that third person said, hold my beer, I've got 3. That's my white whale. That is the person who I would like to discuss things with the most. Those are the people I like to interview.
Wasn't the 2-penis guy lying?
I think so, but there are real ones that we've talked about, all right? There are real ones over the years. What about you guys? If you could interview anybody on the show, Celine, who would it be?
Oh, gosh, that's difficult to say. That
is hard.
Yeah, I mean, like, if I had like a top list of people.
Think about this. If I said right now I could make your phone ring and anybody you wanted to could be on the other end of it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that would
Anna Kendrick or not.
I don't know if I would want to interview these people or just like be friends with them or just tell them like thanks for all the cool stuff that you've contributed.
But you could do that.
I'd love to talk to Billy Joel.
Billy Joel.
That was that's probably my first ever favorite artist.
I don't think you guys need to think about this in a way like it has to be the greatest content, just the most fulfilling for you.
Yes, I know mine.
Who would it be, Josh?
It's gonna be J-Lo, because I need her to know how often I speak about her, and I want to know how she feels about it.
Folks, if you don't mind, get the word out to J-Lo.
Please.
Okay?
I need her to know.
Every time she posts on Instagram or anything, I want everybody to respond with, what are your comments about Josh constantly featuring you in his segment? What are your comments about Josh Fowler constantly featuring you in his segment? Josh Fowler, what do you think about Josh Fowler? What do you think about Josh Fowler? Over and over again to make that happen for him, if you don't mind. Anonymous emails, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, I had a question. How did you guys become so lucky to have a listener like Mo Manji? How did you guys land him? And please do respond. Thank you.
What a crazy anonymous question.
No idea where this came from.
We're just blessed.
Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous question coming in. You can ask us anything today. We'll work these in throughout the show. Keep me anonymous. How much money does Sean Wasson make per year? I'm not going to answer questions like that, sir. Just like normal questions, okay? Normal. You might think that's a normal question. That's just weird. I don't need to get into that, because then no matter what, there's no correct answer. You know what I mean? There's no.
I'm sorry. There's no correct answer to how much money do you make a year?
No, not. I mean, there is a correct answer in terms of accuracy, but there's not like there's not a right answer or a wrong answer in terms of what's going to land best with the audience. You know, I don't know. I don't. This is a can of worms. I don't know. If enough people ask the question, I won't answer it. But so we'll see. I said that the right way. Okay, let's see what we got here. And we'll work on a couple of things real quick. And one of the things was about that TV show we discussed earlier, which I think is so great, Back to the Frontier. And it makes people pretend like they were living in the 1800s. They're doing this once more. One of the stories I saw says, Alabama family agrees to rough it 1880s style on reality TV. What have I done? They say. What have I done is the headline. A large family from Alabama, the Lopers, is featured on the new reality series. And there's this beautiful family here, and they're all done up like they're living in the 1800s. Alabama's Stacey Loper doesn't mince words on the first episode of Back to the Frontier. All this is way too much, she says, fighting back tears. What have I brought my family into? What have I done? Viewers will see Stacey, a Hoover therapist and counselor, get emotional during her latest venture on reality TV. In 2024, she won $25,000 on the Food Network show Worst Cooks in America, Spoiled Rotten. Now Stacey's rocking a bonnet, just like Little House on the Prairie, as she abandons modern conveniences and lives like an 1880s homesteader. They're joined by the Hall family from Florida and the Hannah Riggs family from Texas, all of whom face culture shock as they settle into dilapidated cabins, raise livestock, and grow crops in an undisclosed location. It's described by the show's narrator as 10,000 acres of wilderness in the shadow of the Rocky Mountains. So the show is debuting this weekend, in case you're wondering if you want to watch that whole Back to the Frontier thing. That's another family that was on this saying, what have I done?
Check it out. I'll probably give it.
I'll give it one. Yeah. I'll give it one. I'll give it one, and then I'll go back to Love Island. But I won't talk about that anymore. Okay, all right. I won't talk about that.
Come on.
Quick break. When we come back, and we'll see what's on your mind. More questions coming in. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Send those over. BS on YouTube says this segment quickly turned into political answers. It's not political, I don't think. No, I wouldn't say so. There's some fields that I'm not going to get into. Like, I'm not going to get into too much stuff about Sabrina, because Sabrina's not here. Like, I don't want to get into that because she's not here. So keep it more to people who are here, myself, Josh, or C-Lane. Keep it more to things that you've been wondering for a long time, but you haven't known the answers to. All of that stuff is fine. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. We'll address them as they come into. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. When we return, the next episode is coming up next. Will Jennifer Lopez be featured on the next episode?
Who knows?
We're find out. We'll see. There's only one way to find out. We'll sort it out together. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Coming up tonight on Real Radio, at 7, it's a corporate time with Tom and Dan, brought to you by MyEternalVitality.com and Modern Plumbing Industries. At 8 p.m., it's Bungalower and the Bus. And at 9, we all find out what the hell Angel is listening to tonight on Real Radio 104.1.
From the Odoo.com Weather Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
I'm Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Jessica Dobson with a check of your Friday forecast across Central Florida. And today we'll wrap up the work week with more hot and humid temperatures. Plan for a high of 94 degrees today in Orlando with our heat index or feels like temperature ranging anywhere from around 101 to as high as 105 or even 106. We'll also see the return of some afternoon showers and storms. These will stay pretty scattered at a 40% chance up to a 60 and 70% chance for Saturday and Sunday. From the Fox 35 Storm Team, I'm meteorologist Jessica Dobson.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus.
Okay, Floridians, this...
Hey! How you doing?
Get your estimate, get your order in before August 31st. Claim your 2025 tax credit. Slash your energy bills, beat rising utility rates, boost your home's value instantly. Go to solarsource.com.
Oh, I'm just seeing that Dan Bongino, FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino didn't come into work today after clashing with Attorney General Bondi over the handling of the Epstein files. Another source saying FBI Director Dan Bongino took the day off after clashing with AG Pam Bondi at the White House over the Epstein files, according to Axios. The alleged fight erupted after a 10-hour video was released with a minute missing. Some insiders believe Bongino quit, however, the administration say he's still on the job. Two sources familiar with Bongino's position say he was increasingly displeased with Pam Bondi's handling of the Epstein case because she publicly overpromised and underdelivered disclosures about an Epstein client list that apparently never existed. Pam said her piece, Dan said his piece. It didn't end on friendly terms, says one person. Some fighting. Dan Bongino, is he gonna quit over this whole Epstein thing? 4 minutes and we're back. Even MAGA is mad at the Epstein handling? Well, I think mostly MAGA is mad at the Epstein handling, right? I think that those are the people who would be the aggrieved party, right? Like, they were told, like, hey, we got this thing. Once you vote for us and put us in power, we're going to release this thing, and it's going to damn all these bad politicians out there. And then when it turns out that you I think Bongino's right. When it turns out you overpromised and underdelivered. But why is he throwing a fit and like rage quitting at the FBI? Throw a press conference. Say, I think this is bullshit. That's some balls right there. Throw a press conference and go, I'm going to disagree with the Attorney General and everybody else in the way they handled this. I think that everything should be released. Here's what I take issue with. I think these people were wrong in how they handled this. That's what I would do. Don't dangle drama in front of us and not pay it off. We have a radio host to do that to us. I always deliver. I'm the UPS of radio. I'm the USPS of radio. I'm the FedEx of radio. I'm the DHL of radio. That's probably the most accurate. The names on that list would cause international issues, which is why it will never be released. No, it's not going to be released because there is no list. Do people literally believe that Epstein was like, making my list, checking it twice, everybody's naughty, nobody's nice? Does anybody think like the motherfucker sat down and wrote in like a legit list of all the baddies? This person diddled it, like, of course there's no list.
Get up to 40% off paint, tools, home essentials, and more. Join for free today and get ready to save more. Loyalty program subject to terms.
DSL of radio. No, DHL. Come on.
Terms subject to change.
There's not a list, but he had footage of others banging kids. He made Virginia watch videos of others abusing her. That woman had a lot of problems. I don't know what was what out of her conversations. She clearly, probably because of this, was mentally not very well. But those are some of the things you're not supposed to say out loud, I guess. All right, coming back. Time for the next episode.
/join.
The devastating Texas floods have impacted countless residents. Families have lost their homes, communities, and lives have been shattered, and children are still missing. The need is urgent. The Community Foundation of the Texas Hill Country has launched the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund to support response, relief, and long-term recovery efforts. All donations will go directly to trusted local organizations to provide food, shelter, health care, and hope. Join us today and donate to the Kerr County Flood Relief Fund at communityfoundation.net.
Real Radio is on Threads at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Dispensing unsolicited advice on a wide range of pointless topics.
Things happening in the world of entertainment and beyond. Love you, appreciate you. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Get to your opinions, your takes, all that stuff shortly here on the show, as always. Send your video or audio dispatches in. And if you've really got solid opinions on something, please do send it that way. I would love to hear whatever you got on your mind. Go to thenewsjunkie.com right now. All right. Joshua Marie Fowler's here. He's ready to go.
Oh, boy.
He's got his hat on. Man's got some of the best hats I've ever seen.
Thank you.
He's got a collection of hats like cannot be touched by anybody in the industry out there. What's that one say?
I drink my Pabst Blue Ribbon at Roberts.
Oh, nice. Look at that. Another Nashville hat. I like it. I
also have that hat somewhere, unless I lost it.
Bring it in next time.
What's on your shirt, more importantly, Josh? What's
this?
E.T.?
This is Jimmy Buff E.T.
Jimmy Buff E.T.? Okay. And it's got E.T. with a sailor hat and a macaw on his shoulder. Just showing up for today. Really, really ready to nail it out. Here we go. Let's do the next episode.
Because there's a lot on TV. You can't possibly keep up with all of it. Even though you should, because what else are you going to talk about?
I want a chocolate girlfriend.
Nothing. Weather's nice. It's time for the next episode with
Classic Me. That's right. And I'm just going to get right to it. Okay. That mortgage guy, Don, is a great guy, and he wants to help you out. And that's why the next episode is brought to you by That Mortgage Guy, Don.
That's right. You can check him out at thatmortgageguyDon.com. He does your HELOCs. He'll help you out with business loans. The guy is an expert. He even does that elusive e-gag trom I told you guys about.
Mm-hmm.
The reverse mortgage.
Yeah. Nice guy. He's a nice guy. He really knows what he's talking about.
And he wants to help you. So check out his show, Home Loans Radio. He'll answer your questions, or just hit him up right now at thatmortgageguyDon.com.
Don't miss the boat. Compare your quote with That Mortgage Guy Don.
And we start with this guy who I'm probably just going to tell you. That's right. It's Connor Smith.
Oh, wow.
Connor Smith.
He's the country singer that killed a lady in Nashville. If you remember, he hit her with his truck while she was in a crosswalk.
Oh, my God.
It was a 77-year-old woman. She was taken to the hospital where she later died from her injuries.
Wow.
Connor Smith has released a statement, and he is only getting a misdemeanor citation in that fatal car accident.
Was he drunk or anything, or it was a terrible accident?
It was just like he didn't see her and he accidentally hit her and she happened to die from it. Connor Smith released his statement saying he's leaning on faith during this difficult time, and while he acknowledges he's put a pause on touring for a time, he doesn't say when he might get back on stage. Connor's attorney, Warwick G. Robinson IV, tells TMZ the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department issued Connor a misdemeanor state citation, and he's very grateful for getting off with not much of a slap on the wrist there.
Yeah.
Speaking of getting off in legal senses, Casey Anthony has a new boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, I saw this.
She's been spending time in New Hampshire with a local man who they say has led an interesting life, but that's kind of subjective. The bearded mystery man Casey was spotted cozying up to Wednesday night at a sports bar in Manchester, New Hampshire, is a man named Ben Boscheman.
Is this him? I see Casey Anthony. Here's another photo of the two of them, I guess.
That's him.
Right there?
Yeah.
And it says, Casey Anthony looking for love, spotted getting cozy on date night.
I hate her haircut, but that's neither here nor there. Ben owns a gun shop.
What are you talking about? Isn't it like Bob Cut Summer or something?
I don't know. She's really doing the top mom thing here. Ben owns a gun shop in Hooksett, New Hampshire called Wicked Weaponry. He's a war veteran and a former Army Ranger who enjoys skydiving, and he also used to be a cop. They went out this week for beers and food, and then Casey went shopping at TJ Maxx. And allegedly, they're just calling it a situationship at this point. Ben has been in the news before, as in January of 2024, he was featured in New York Times election coverage saying he didn't know who to vote for because he supports Second Amendment and women's reproductive rights.
Okay.
He didn't say how late term of an abortion he was okay with, though.
Casey Anthony found the one undecided voter. She's like, if he hasn't made up his mind about Trump or Kamala Harris, he definitely hasn't made up his mind about me. Right?
Exactly.
We're just not sure. All right. This guy.
That. Quadrileula.
Bad Bunny is correct.
Bad Bunny.
Conejo Malo. He is going on tour, and he is going to bring a lot of money to Puerto Rico to the tune of $335 million, which will create 8,000 jobs, as he has a 30-show residency over 3 months at Puerto Rico's Coliseo Arena.
Whoa, all
Good
right.
for him.
Okay.
And they say he might outdo Taylor Swift with those numbers. So that's pretty cool.
He's a huge name, just an absolutely massive name. Even if I don't know any of the songs he's singing, because most of them aren't in a language that I'm speaking, Bad Bunny is a big international star.
He seems like fun on SNL.
Yeah, he seems like he's a guy enjoying his life.
The people, they love him. This guy who might enjoy his life.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business, is it?
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber is correct. He just dropped his 7th studio album titled Swag, in which he details that his relationship with Haley might not be all that great, and I didn't care to read the rest of that.
It's not clocking to you.
It's not clocking to me that he's standing on business. And also, I wanted to get to this story.
I have a secret to tell you.
About a certain show.
Jeremiah knows.
Oh, Love Island.
That's
Love
correct.
Promise me you're not going to say anything to any of the other
Wait
guys.
for the drop. It's pretty good.
I'm a mommy.
It's pretty catchy, huh?
I like it. I like it.
Story has nothing to do with Huda, and it's not even what you think I'm going to talk about. Sierra apologized, and it's fine. Whatever.
She did. She said in her apology I saw somewhere, or maybe her parents were talking about it. They were like, people who are angry about our daughter posting an offensive anti-Chinese people slur on Instagram, they called the ICE on their family.
Yeah, I
and
heard
I'm like,
that.
Damn, bro. Like,
that's pretty rude.
Like, I bet a lot of these people are like, God, abolish ICE. But, go find the Love Island lady. Go see if her family should be ejected out of the country. Okay.
As it turns out, Sierra's racism got her family deported from Love Island.
Some of you aren't going to know how good that is, but it's good.
It's so good.
Thank you.
That dead on good.
Anyway, the real story here is that Love Island has boosted listens for their theme song "Make Me Feel" by Janelle Monáe. Has spiked nearly 2,000% on Spotify since June 3rd when the season debuted.
Nice.
And finally,
Jennifer
Lopez. I have an actual story today. Her tour, this headline is very cruel. Jennifer Lopez tour kicks off to a whimper.
Oh,
I guess she's not really filling the seats, and she has a new song about Ben Affleck and getting revenge on him.
Oh,
leave the guy alone, man. Come on. Yeah. He just wants his Dunkin' and he wants to smoke a cigarette. as they say in Boston.
As they do say, yes. Yeah.
On the boob tube. The 90s boy band boom on the CW. That sounds riveting. Killer Cases on A&E. Super Shark Highway on Nat Geo. Fun. Everything late night is a repeat. And watch Love Island. Just do that.
It's a good time.
It is a good time. And that is your next episode. Thank you very much.
There you go. Oh,
thank you.
Look at that. Hear him?
Mamacita? Mama what? A dog?
I'm a mommy. I'm a mommy.
Mamacita.
That drop was pretty funny.
My favorite thing in the world, and we'll stop talking about Love Island, I promise.
No, we won't.
When
Sean's
the one girl, the worst lie in all of his days today.
When the one girl, Huda or whatever, when she says to him, I am a mommy. I'm a mommy, which you heard in the song that Josh was playing there. When she says this, one of the guys she was talking to goes, I don't want to say this either, but I donated semen at one point in time. So it's basically like the same thing. And as I'm watching, I'm like, no, it's not. It's like you helped some friend get pregnant or something. Like, that's good. That's a nice thing, but it's not the same thing as what this lady is doing. Good God. All right, when we come back, big drama. The FBI director, Dan Bongino, they're saying, is like, he didn't show up for work today. He's mad about the Epstein stuff, so we got to see what's happening there. We'll pop that open and take a look inside. We got some amazing stories coming out about the flooding and everything that was the fallout from that over in Texas and beyond. And we got more of your emails coming in. Ask us anything, whatever you want. Everything's anonymous. Tips, TIPS at thenewsjunkie.com. Plus,
that's it.
Somebody's wife getting kissed. Oh, geez, I've said all these things and I haven't said the thing. This week in Florida.
Oh, wow. No way. That's
coming up next. Yeah, which is the thing. I mean, it's why everybody has arrived. It's why you're all watching or listening. It's why you're tuned in. It's This Week in Florida. And it's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Your chance to win $1,000 in your hand is minutes away on Real Radio 104.1. Brought to you by Mills Air.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's being redirected from I-75 northbound to County Road 484 due to an accident getting cleared up just north of there. You could expect off-ramp backup from Florida's Turnpike northbound to US 301 due to travelers trying to avoid that area. Traffic's picking up in your typical areas on the major roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage, push-to-talk convenience, and room for up to 200 units on one feed. Keeping connected's never been easier.
Order now at rapidradios.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank Gay is everywhere. I'm calling Frank Gay.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians can have your AC blowing cold air in no time. That's the Frank Gay way.
That's the Frank Gay way.
FrankGayServices.com.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with night 2 of the Real Comedy Mount Dora Summer Night Series this Saturday. Ryan Holmes from The Monsters is the next headliner. And this Saturday, he'll bring his comedy along with a few of Florida's up-and-coming comedians. Get to know them before they get famous. This night of fun will be hosted by the one and only Russ Rollins and feature the Triple R pre-show with Savannah, Jeff Howell, Daisy Del Toro, Amber Nova, and Ryan Holmes in a dunk tank in the lobby. This Saturday, July 12th at the Mount Dora Music Hall. Sponsored by Mills Air and Discover Lake County. Dunk tank at 6, doors at 6:30, show at 8. Get your tickets today at realradio.fm/comedy.
And we're back talking all things connectivity with Spectrum customers Kev and Melissa. So tell us, how long have you been with Spectrum and how important is a reliable internet connection?
We've been Spectrum customers since we moved 12 years ago. The first thing we did is sign up for Spectrum Internet.
You get a lease, you get Wi-Fi.
Yes,
immediately.
We need that. We had Spectrum Wi-Fi before our couch got here.
That's true. That's a true story.
I'll sleep on the floor, but I won't go to bed with no internet.
You heard it here. Switch to Spectrum now.
Yeehaw! R.C. Hill here, your deputy tariff sheriff. See, tariffs are coming in, and they're fixing to drive up car prices. But I locked and loaded massive inventory before the tariffs hit.
Hey! Folks, I want to apologize. Don't do it often, because I'm not wrong very often. 99.9% accurate. But once again, I forgot to forward promote This Week in Florida. But I'm glad you're here. You're going to have fun. It's a great segment. C-Lane's got some bangers. There's a story that you've been emailing all week long that I've ignored just because I thought it was a good This Week in Florida segment, and I hope C-Lane does it. Or story for This Week in Florida, I should say. 3 minutes and we're back live. Sean, did you see Bitcoin is almost $117,000 today? Dude, cryptocurrency exploded. Cryptocurrency to the moon. I mean, all investments are doing pretty solid right now. Question, I had somebody send me a screenshot. I don't know how well you can see this, but here, chat is not cut off. It's nicely placed across the palette and looks the way it's supposed to look. If you are watching on television, okay, if you're watching on television or any other screen, tell me if chat is cut off for you. It's not cut off for me over here, what I'm sending. I think there might be some TVs that are like zooming in a little bit, which is weird. Let me know. Tammy says This Week in Florida is the reason I'm here. Same, Tammy. Same. Also, little known fact, our cameraman, huge fan of This Week in Florida. Huge fan. Let me put him back to work here. Okay, there we go. Follow me. Okay. I don't see any issues, says Todd. How fast is his mile? Not fast. Chat is fine for me, phone user here. Yeah, I think it might be like some TVs that it might even be a setting on the TV that's like zooming in a little bit. Not cut off here, I'm watching from my phone. Tammy is the only reason I'm here, says Kevin. It overlaps a bit on the TV generated chat, but that's normal. One minute, This Week in Florida coming up. Then I want to get into this Dan Bongino FBI stuff, see what's happening there. There's a lot on the way still. And we just got a huge deluge of questions for Ask Us Anything. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
You're unstoppable. At Truist, we believe the same is true for banking. Truist, leaders in banking, unwavering in care. Truist Bank, member FDIC, leading based on top 10 U.S. commercial bank.
Discover the new Buick SUVs in stock now at orangebuickgmc.com. We are professional grade.
Coming to you live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Injured on the go? Just call Mo. Need help after an accident? Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1, Cocoa Beach, Orlando, an iHeart radio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeart Radio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
Story time with the 3 best friends you never knew you had. This is
Never maligned, always celebrated segment that I never forget to promote in advance. Never.
No.
Ever forget that. No one could ever forget This Week in Florida, and that's why that's coming up in just a moment here on the show. I don't know what to think of this, but there is a slew, an absolute slog of new questions. I said, ask us anything. Everybody can be anonymous, tips@thenewsjunkie.com. There is a slog of them coming in. I see a bunch for Josh, a whole bunch. So we'll get to those in a bit here on the show.
Dear Josh, why is Sabrina not on secret shows?
Not going to be that. It's going to be something new. Lots of questions here. So we'll get to those in a bit. But right now, friends, we've arrived at an important time. Here goes nothing. C-Lane, you ready to do this?
Ready to do it, Sean. Let's effing go.
Let's do This Week in... yeah, that's right. This Week in Florida.
Giving you a recap of the most groan-worthy stories in the state. It's This Week in Florida.
That's right, friends. The weekend is here. That means it's time to take a trip around the Sunshine State and see some of the craziness that has gone on in the past 7 days or more. We didn't do this last week on account of America.
Oh, I'm excited, C-Lane, to see. There's a story that people sent to tips@thenewsjunkie.com all week long, and I was like, this is a dead ringer for This Week in Florida, so I'm wondering if it's going to be featured.
There was some ones that I heard throughout the week that I was like, oh, I need to write that down. I need to pull that, and then I forgot what they were today, so I don't even know.
Unreal.
I've got a pretty decent stack here. Like, look,
all right. Oh, he's ready to go.
It's thick, Mm-hmm. But anyway, we start in the Palm Coast because this was just a chef's kiss of a photo op. You see, the Flagler County Sheriff's Office has shut down 2 Palm Coast drug houses in 2 days following narcotics-related search warrants after a 5-month investigation into a local drug trafficking organization. And Sheriff Rick Staley even has these little signs that they put they look like campaign signs. But it says, "This drug house closed for business" by Sheriff Rick Staley, and it's got the star and everything. One of the houses they raided, though, that they had a search warrant for, had a particular doormat that says, "Come back with a warrant," and so they did. And nice. This is the guy posing with the "Come back with a warrant" sign. Who would not take advantage of that picture?
Pretty funny.
Oh, I see the thing that they use when they do this. It looks like one of those things you might put in your lawn for like an open house or something,
right.
like a political sign
during campaign season. Exactly.
Yeah,
they just have like a nice little one of those wire things. They stick it in there, which is actually kind of funny because I was telling you yesterday there was it's basically saying like this is a drug house, and so it's probably not the nicest thing in your neighborhood to have out there.
This is a nice house that they're showing, wherever this is.
Very nice drug house.
I was expecting like a rundown trap house or something.
Right.
No, not this one.
I was just telling Sean, there was a story yesterday about this realtor in Cleveland, and they shut down this guy's billboards because he's like, "I'll pay cash for crack houses." And the people were like, You're making fun of a terrible, terrible thing that's beleaguering our neighborhoods here. But in this case, just good on the guys who found that doormat because it was pretty funny. Now, off to another sheriff. This one, Volusia County. Beloved Sheriff Mike Chitwood had some words of warning to some families because this TikTok challenge, which is not really a challenge, it's just TikTok crime, where you kick down a door, is still going on and still scaring the pants off of a lot of residents. That's what they say. I scared my pants off.
Yep.
And then it happens. That's pretty scared if your pants come off.
And it says the Volusia County Sheriff's Office is warning families about this dangerous viral social media trend. Homeowners are being targeted. A family in DeBerry fell victim Sunday night. Argenis Ruiz said, "It was super, super loud. I was clueless. I was asleep, and I woke up, and I was scared and just wanted to get my kids out of the way." And then he got this on the doorbell camera. Let's get some sound
Surveillance
here.
video in DeBerry shows two teenagers, one wearing a mask, creeping up to a family's house. Then the teens run away after kicking in the door.
Put your hands behind your back.
In about 2 hours, Volusia County deputies caught the suspects. A
And then they catch up
13-year-old
with,
girl and a 15-year-old
Mike
boy
Chitwood
were
in a second
arrested
here.
just a half mile from the house.
It is crystal clear camera. Those shorts are very distinctive.
The kids are accused of taking part in a viral prank that's circulating social media. It's known as a door kicking challenge on TikTok.
Just crime.
Good way to end up dead, especially in Florida. You got to think you're about to become a victim of a home invasion robbery, and you're under the castle, doctor. You're going to shoot first and ask questions later. You're endangering your future with this TikTok challenge. You know, you're going to be charged with a felony.
Ruiz is thankful nobody got hurt.
It's a good way to end up dead, is what Mike Chitwood said.
They kicked that guy's door so hard it looked like it opened.
It opened, and the door jamb needs to be repaired. It's split down the middle.
Damn.
And in the longer version of that story, the reporter that was there was still finding pieces of wood that were still on the ground from, the breakage there.
Yeah, that the whole ding dong ditch thing is one thing, but you actually kick somebody's door open, that's a shooting. Right
This is you could absolutely be shot. Now they, if you saw in the video, they kicked it backwards and then ran, so they were never actually facing the door. Which, weirdly enough, I don't know if you could shoot them. It would be hard because when they say when you shoot somebody in the back, that's not they were trying to run away.
So you're saying they turn their backs to the door, kick, and then run full speed away, so they're instantly backwards?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, that's a strategy, but I would say maybe just don't do it.
Here, this is them coming up, and they turn around, kicked it a couple times, and then ran. One of them was 13 years old.
Damn.
And now is facing some pretty serious jail time. Think about what you're doing. This stuff could affect your life and family members as well, says the victim in that DeBerry incident. Let's see. Kodak Black hits the news, hits This Week in Florida for good reasons this time. He's trying to move on from his well-documented legal troubles. And now he's got good news. The city of Pompano is
Pompano.
Pompano. I like Pompano.
I'm sorry, Pompano. I apologize profusely.
No, city of Pompano.
Welcome to the city of Pompano.
Oh, God.
You didn't even give me a second to correct myself, you dick.
Pompano Beach.
The city of Pompano. There, I did it. Has honored the hometown rapper on Tuesday with a honorary key to his hometown.
I know who's not getting a key to that town.
During Tuesday's commission meeting, the city presented 28-year-old Pompano Beach native with an honorary key, thanking him for his generosity. Over the years, Kodak, whose legal name is Bill Capri, or maybe it's Capri, I don't know.
That was not what I expected.
William Capri, are you here?
He has donated air conditioning units to local families, distributed turkeys during the holidays, provided Christmas gifts and bicycles to children, and twice paid rent for more than 200 struggling families. Man, Kodak Black really has some money.
Mm-hmm. That's nice.
200 struggling families getting rent. The recognition is not about celebrity, says Mayor Rex Harden, who's probably my new enemy.
Over on chat, they think you were trying to sing the Little Drummer Boy song. It's not Parumpa Pum Pum. All right, it's
Parumpa Pompano.
Pompano.
Kodak appears to be on a path of self-reflection following his numerous run-ins with the law, which date back to 2015 when he was an 18-year-old aspiring rapper.
Damn.
There is a woman in Port St. Lucie who is behind bars and some people who just should have known better. A woman has been arrested after police say she was running a med spa in a shed in her backyard.
Yeah.
Yeesh.
I know a lot of people said, why would anybody ever go into a person's shed and then get like Botox or whatever, like lip treatments or whatever? And the answer to that question is women. And the reason why is because everywhere you look, there's all these people with all this work done. And if you're a woman, like competing, like a single woman, God forbid, everybody's got asses and lips and all the, and so you go, well, how much is it to get one of the Kardashians just did a list of all the things that they had done. And it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you got to go into the shed.
Well,
you have to go in there.
This woman did in May. A woman went to the Port St. Lucie Police Department claiming she believed, like there was any doubt, she believed she was the victim of an unlicensed medical professional who was operating an illegal med spa out of a shed. Where was the first clue there? Victim told police she experienced facial paralysis after getting an injection in Rosa Mena's makeshift med spa.
Isn't that the point?
What do you mean? Oh, paralysis?
Yeah, like you get Botox. Isn't Botox facial paralysis?
I think hers was a little more severe.
Now, she was talking weird.
After Mina was confronted about the injuries, police say she did refund the $325 because the paralysis persisted. Mina asked the victim to return so she could inject her again, but this time with vitamins to reverse the effects. Oh, those old reversal vitamins.
Mm-hmm.
If they were Flintstones chewables, I would laugh my ass off. Since she was still experiencing paralysis, the victim said she asked to see Mina's medical license and supporting certificates. You buffoon! You asked the lady in the Botox shed for her license?
Hold on. Does it show what the shed looks like?
It does. Yeah, look this up. Port St. Lucie Botox Med Spa. You'll find it.
All right. Okay, I'm seeing it. It says, botched Botox session in Florida backyard med spa leaves woman with facial paralysis.
There's the shed.
Okay, I gotta be honest.
There is the shed. You asked a woman in that shed for her medical license and supporting certificates. According to the police, Mena gave her a censored/altered certificate of phlebotomy.
Okay.
She can draw blood.
Is that what you get? You need that certificate to draw the blood?
Yeah. Phlebotomist draw your blood.
I know what a phlebotomist does.
Oh, look. Here's what it looks like inside the shed. It's not that bad. She's still got equipment and stuff.
I expected worse, actually. I mean, the shed looks like it's from Costco.
Yeah, but inside there's like legit equipment, it would appear, inside here.
It's still in a woman's backyard. Police say Mena told the victim she was a doctor in the Dominican Republic. While executing a search warrant, detectives found evidence to support the victim's claims, including medical beds, medications, vials, needles, fat sculpting machines, PRP injections, microneedling equipment, laser hair removal equipment, laser lipo machines, massage equipment, facial equipment, injectable devices for fillers, and Botox. This woman was really running her own med spa. Kind of a do-it-yourself thing, it seems. News Action Jacksonville spoke to a man who said he witnessed a robbery at a local pawn shop and fired on the suspects.
All right. Okay. Now, it's not his pawn shop.
It's not his pawn shop. No, this guy was just shopping at the pawn shop. And then police say 3 suspects, all dressed in black and wearing masks, entered the Cash America pawn on Blanding Boulevard and stole $9,000 in jewelry. Timothy Williams was inside the store when it all happened. He said he watched the suspects break the glass on the jewelry counter while another held the store door open. My buddy that was there was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening," referring to one of the employees. And I was like, "Do you want me to put a stop to this? Because they're coming closer to us and I don't like it."
Start blasting.
And that's when this man who had his open carry situation going on. Oh, no, not open. He drew his concealed gun, shouted at the suspects to stop and get out. The one guy with a hammer turned to me and raised the hammer and took a step toward me, and I pulled the trigger. He kind of fell backwards, stepped backward into his friend, and the friend dropped the bag that he had. He believed he hit the person in the gut. And then this guy could be, with lines like this, could be a sheriff any day now. I hope they get caught, said Williams. If you're going to play stupid games, you're going to win stupid prizes, and somebody won a .22 Magnum bullet.
Here's a photo dispatch from Tony B. Greasy. Said this is from Cleveland.
That's the guy. Oh, you know what?
Says, yes, I buy crack houses.
That guy, the story that I read, they had already taken down this billboard, and the news organization didn't have any pictures of it, so somebody must have found that. But yeah, that's John Williams, the guy who buys crack houses. And the people in Cleveland not too thrilled with his billboards. Let's see. RIP to the HOV lane. You can now drive wherever you want, it looks like. Study finds 6% of Florida teens have guns. Beachgoer finds 25 kilos of square groupers. And the photo of the cocaine, all of the packages had Yosemite Sam on them for whatever reason. And last but not least, in This Week in Florida in Key West, a man told officers, "Today is my birthday," after being told he was under arrest for stealing a conch tour train on the 4th of July. According to the arrest report, July 4th was indeed the man's birthday, his 57th. He's facing 3 criminal charges after being accused of taking one of the famous vehicles on a meth-fueled joyride. Happy birthday. You're in jail, and that's it for This Week in Florida.
Thank you, C-Lane. Take a look at this. This was the most sent to me story of the week that I thought was going to be in This Week in Florida. Florida man celebrated his birthday by stealing tour train and picking up passengers.
It marks checks all the boxes.
Yeah, he's doing a lot
marks
wrong,
all the spots,
but a lot right if you're into This Week in Florida. And aren't we all? Thank you, C-Lane. And when we come back, we've got a whole bunch of emails. I said, ask us anything. All emails are anonymous. tips@thenewsjunkie.com. They are stacked over here. So we'll wander through these and see what's happening. We still got to get to a lot of the stuff I teased earlier. We will. And we'll also get to, the thing I said about the FBI and Dan Bongino. He's upset. All of this will open that can of worms. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
You text us at 77031 and we say it on the air. Sometimes. We might even give you credit. Standard data and message rates apply. Real Mobile is powered by Orange Buick GMC and OrangeBuickGMC.com. We are professional grade.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
Traffic's being redirected from I-75 northbound to County Road 484 due to an accident getting cleared up just north of there. You could expect off-ramp backup from Florida's Turnpike northbound to US 301 due to travelers trying to avoid that area. Traffic's picking up in your typical areas on the major roadways. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Rasmussen University.
At Rasmussen University, we offer a full suite of nursing programs from pre-licensure to doctoral, online and on campus. Programs vary by campus.
Mills Air is an amazing company that is going to help you out with your air conditioner problems. If it's feeling a little too warm in the house, that's because your HVAC unit, aka your AC, ain't working right. And if you want to get it fixed, you need somebody you can trust. Who should you trust? Well, I can absolutely tell you with 100% certainty your experience with Mills Air is going to be like mine. It's going to be great. They're fantastic. Their techs are the best of the best. Leon Mills knows how to run a company. It's been doing it since 1992. And it's a while, right? And you only get that far into things if you're treating people right. And that's what they do at Mills Air. They keep you cool and they treat you right. And if you want to work with a locally owned and operated air conditioning company, if you want to work with a family owned and operated air conditioning company, you want to work with a company that is Carrier, factory, and all the way around approved. They're an authorized dealer, which means they can get you up to $1,275 in rebates and a brand new Carrier unit. If you want all that and more, Mills Air. Give them a call. 407-277-1159. That's 407-277-1159. Or find them online at millsair.com.
Delta Airlines doesn't just help you see the world. They help you embrace it. Delta's dedicated teams make your travel experience...
Hey! go, Mike Squad. Hang tight.
Your cruise is booked, but why rush to the port when you can start your vacation early? The legendary Cocoa Beach is your ultimate pre-cruise paradise, just minutes from Port Canaveral. Stretch out on sandy shores, surf some waves, or kayak with dolphins before you set sail. Need a hotel? Cocoa Beach has plenty, plus shuttle packages to get you to the ship on time. Why wait for the ship to start having fun? Book your adventure now at legendarycocobeach.com.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future is. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
Uh-oh. Hang tight.
Good news. We offer HELOCs and home equity lines of credit.
Hang tight. Got some breaking news.
Qualify today at mortgage.com.
Sunnyside Air Conditioning.
Hi, my air conditioner isn't working.
We're hosting a pet rock adoption telethon.
Pet rocks?
The internet says they're endangered.
Rocks are everywhere.
You know what's everywhere?
Frank A is everywhere. I'm calling Frank A.
When you have AC problems, you need help now. One of our licensed and certified technicians
Okay.
can have your AC blowing
Where
no times. That's the
were we?
FrankJServices.com.
When you've been in a crash and your mind's racing,
Ooh, legs still a little tight.
when you've been hurt at work,
Little tight.
what to do.
Gonna run again next week, though, on Monday.
Mistake, we've got you. We've got what it
Try to
takes
shave a couple seconds off.
that the insurance companies can't ignore.
What dumb ass did Trump say now, says Tammy? Not related to the breaking news.
Orlando.
But we will get into some of these juicy email questions. Just dripping with juice.
We've taken our classic chicken sandwich and brought it to the next level.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Bigger, juicier chicken with crispier, crunchier breading, and it's all served
You haven't utilized Predicto today.
and topped with
Make him earn his pay. I will. Kevin says 452 YouTube viewers with only 74 likes. Come on, junkies. The absolute hurtfulness of this is overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It literally takes minimum effort for you to right now, in this moment, click the like button. To do that costs you nothing, yet you get to enjoy this, and I hope you enjoy it, at least on some level, show every single day that's a weekday that we're live. It is not a lot of work to click the like button. Click it now. Click the like button. 74 likes. What are we even doing this for? 74 likes? You can do better than that. Come on.
Stress for their family. That's why a trust or a will is so important. Without one, your assets might go to the wrong people or leave out loved ones. Also, probate is long and expensive.
Shed a couple of seconds off. How about shed a couple of pounds instead?
Trust and will.com.
I'm trying to do the both of them at the same time, man. What the hell?
Trust or will provides clarity and peace of mind.
All those likes came in during Josh and Sealane's segment. Nonsense. I know that's not true. Right now, just take a moment, do it once per show, hit the like button. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you.
Where you ask the question, what is political technology?
Did George Washington really cut down a cherry tree? JFK and Marilyn Monroe having
All right, we're coming back. 93, we're still not at 100? Come on.
This is such a ridiculous story that we tell ourselves.
It's not because they're boomers. It's not why.
iHeartRadio app. Search American History Hotline and listen now.
Wow, Hookie Fest is here. Hookies, clubs,
because we don't want to know the real story.
Open your free iHeartRadio app. Search American History Hotline and listen now.
Wawa Hoagie Fest is here. Hoagies, clubs, quesadillas, and more, all for $6 and under.
Now is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Credit. C-R-E-D-I-T. Credit. That's credit. Enter it now on our website at realradio.fm. Good luck.
They're best friends, unless they're fighting. Are they fighting? It's the new.
The News Junkie. The three best friends you never knew you had going through the most viral stories of the day. I said today on this lovely day, this lovely Friday, you could ask us anything, and you could send your emails to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. I've got a ton of those emails. I've got a ton of emails asking us everything. So we're going to work through those in just a moment here on the show. But I told you there was some drama going down.
Boy.
We'll learn this together. But the FBI deputy director, this story says, the FBI deputy director, Dan Bongino.
Our former competitor.
He used to work in radio, I guess. I don't know if he's been on any markets where we are, but
I didn't say that. Like, I didn't make that up.
He was on here.
He was? Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
FBI Deputy Director Dan Bongino took a day off from work, an unscheduled day off from work.
No.
After a White House fight with Attorney General Pam Bondi over their handling of the Jeffrey Epstein files. And this is from an Axios news story. It says, Scoop, FBI's Dan Bongino clashes with Attorney General Bondi over handling of Epstein files. He took an unscheduled day off of work on Friday, the suggestion is, and the dispute erupted Wednesday. I know, like, Bongino is hating his gig, I think. Like, he seems very upset. He was talking about, like, it causing problems in his marriage, being the FBI deputy director and maybe not getting enough support. And now he's mad because he thinks there was an overpromise, underdeliver for the Epstein thing, which there was. He's right.
Oh, yeah.
He's right. This is the problem. The left-wing people did the same thing with Russia Gate, all that stuff. They were like, Russia hacked the election, Trump and Putin are best buddies, and then delivery time came around and Mueller was like, hey.
I don't know.
And
I'm Mueller.
Nothing really interesting came out of it, and a bunch of people were like, I feel like I was lied to. And the Epstein thing was like, day one, baby, we're going to tell you, we're going to give you the files, and we're going to give you the list, more importantly. And I've continued to ask people, do you think that somebody who is like the person that you think Epstein is, like, think about all the terrible things you think about Epstein, you're right about those, he's a bad human being and was. Do you think that person has like a list and they're right, baddies list? And the Epstein just goes, here's this person and here's what they did. And here, like, no, people don't have a literal naughty list. They don't keep a list like that.
You don't keep a naughty list?
I don't have a naughty list.
I do.
Actually, can I tell you?
Old Santa Josh over here.
I have decided I actually am going to keep something that you could call a naughty list. I literally am working on my own list, but that's just because somebody told me not that long ago, somebody who I actually appreciate their opinion and I care about them.
So neither of us.
Neither of you, but I do appreciate both of you.
Aww.
Josh and C-Lane. I appreciate you guys, and I love you, and I appreciate your opinion, but you guys didn't tell me this.
I love you too.
Somebody who I actually care about and respect said, when somebody is doing you wrong, like when you're looking around and you're like feeling like somebody has genuinely done you wrong, take a moment of your time in the middle of the tornado, all right? And start a list and go, here's the person, here's the things that they have done that I think are wrong or unforgivable or are just bad behavior that should be unacceptable. And then keep to it. You know what I mean? Like, while that relationship goes on, keep that issue list in front of you so that you know the way that person wronged you. Because so many times people will do this kind of stuff and come back afterwards and go, well, what are you even upset about, man? And you go, I don't know. I didn't write it all down. I don't remember all the issues that I thought were such violations. Do it. Take a second when somebody is really wronging you. Write down how you're feeling in that moment. And then that way you can go back when they go, well, what was it that happened? You'll know. You'll understand. Bongino, get your pad of paper out. They promised big on Epstein, did not deliver the juicy gossip that we wanted. So Bongino didn't come to work on Friday, leading some insiders to believe he quit. He's saying he did not quit. He was upset about the video.
Well, I mean, why would you just automatically assume somebody quit or was fired because they missed work one day? That just, I mean...
They only do that in radio.
Such a weird thing.
He's a radio guy, though. So maybe they're
True.
like, radio guy missed a day. So one of the things he was upset about was this video, the Epstein video, where there's a minute missing. And people are like, wait, hold on. Don't worry, nothing to see here. Although, just like everything else in life, if you look at this and say, nothing to see here, it's probably highlighting all your political affiliations. If it was like the Biden administration that dropped this and there was a minute missing, you go, wait, what now? You'd be losing your mind over this because a lot of people are just kind of hypocritical about that
like
stuff.
If Hunter's laptop had the hard drive missing, just people would freak out.
Maybe so. Yeah. A 10-hour video that has widely been called a missing minute video, fueling conspiracy theories, yada, yada, yada. And it says the conclusion was that it's shared by FBI Director Kash Patel, another conspiracy theorist turned insider, angered many in Trump's MAGA base, yada, yada, yada. So anyways, it looks like he was upset. Bongino was upset about this and was pushing back, and now he took an unscheduled day off, and he wasn't excited about this. I don't know if he's posted anything. Dan Bongino X, Twitter X. I don't even know if I could search. Okay, I can't. D Bongino. And let's see if he said anything about this. No, it doesn't look like he's responded to anything or posted anything about this today. He's on the couch. He's not happy. He doesn't want this to be going on out there. He's very, very upset. So there you go. We'll keep an eye on that story. Now, let's get to these emails. I said, ask us anything. You could be anonymous. I have a question from Anonymous for Josh. Josh, are you ready?
As ready as I can be.
I said, ask us anything today. Anonymous says, to Josh, question for Joshy. Has Pinkman played Red Dead Redemption 2? And if so, what are his thoughts? Says Anonymous.
Oh, yeah. I've replayed that about 5 times now.
He's big into it.
My thoughts are it's perhaps one of the best games ever created.
Mm-hmm.
It's a technical achievement. The storyline is incredible. And I do high honor playthroughs. And if you play the game, you'll know what that means. Also,
high
Schofield revolvers.
Does that mean you're not cheating?
No, that means so there's a system where you can be like super evil and it affects the ending of the game. And as long as you don't be super evil, you get the good ending of the game, and it's a lot more touching.
Oh, look at this guy. He's not only playing video games in his man cave. That's what he calls his video game area.
My boy hole.
Okay, no. Folks, we found the list, and Josh's name is on it.
Where's Josh? He's in his boy hole. He's been in there for hours.
You gotta pay the troll toll to get into this boy's hole.
He's made it into the boy hole. All right, sir. I hope you got the answer you were looking for. Here is Anonymous emailing their question in. Good afternoon. There's a story on social media about a 67-year-old woman being labeled inappropriate for wearing a bikini to her granddaughter's pool party. What are your thoughts on a 60-year-old woman wearing a bikini? My thoughts are I don't care. If a 60-year-old woman wants to wear a bikini, that's fine. I did say something, and this might be more controversial, but I told this to Courtney after watching a bit of Love Island. I said, all of these women are in here and they're single and they're doing their thing, and they're all wearing a lot of bikinis that are very small, skimpy, high-waisted, very revealing bikinis. And I said, as far as you and I go, because Courtney keeps telling me we're closed. We're closed off. I said, we're closed? It's the thing in Love Island. And I said, as far as you and I go, I don't care what you wear, if you want to wear a bikini or anything like that. But I said some of the thongs that the contestants wear on Love Island, I wouldn't be comfortable with you wearing that in public around like me and people I know. And I was like, I don't know if that seems I don't even think that's jealous.
So, but in the case of the question, bikini does not necessarily mean thong, right?
No. And if it's bikini, then anybody should wear whatever the hell they want to wear. And if the woman's single, wear whatever you want to wear. I think some of them, if you're in a relationship, are like a bit too much. Okay? And there's stuff that I wouldn't wear because I'd say, I'm in a relationship. It's a bit too much. I shouldn't do that.
Right. That's why.
Stuff that you definitely wore before you were in a relationship.
I mean, I have shirts right now that I'm like, oh, no, I shouldn't wear that one. I shouldn't wear that shirt. It's too much.
Well,
I shouldn't wear that.
I hate my girlfriend.
I don't have that particular shirt.
It's more because of the content of the tag, you know.
There's a difference between the. That's true. I put on a shirt yesterday. I said, Courtney, is this too small? And she goes, yes.
Oh, John's trying out his Halloween costume as an overly stuffed sausage.
That hurts. A 60-year-old woman or any woman wearing a bikini, go for it. Any single woman wearing any bikini that they want to, basically anywhere, go for it. Do not care. I do think once you're in a relationship, there's some bikinis that are like, those are single bikinis. Or those are single bathing suits. Those are single thongs. Those are not for somebody in a relationship because I don't know. That maybe I'm old-fashioned. Maybe I'm a fuddy-duddy. That's where I'm at on that. Okay. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll get down to it. We'll get to jury duty. Our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm is going to be joining us. We got way more questions that we're going to try to squeeze in. We'll do a big segment of those moving forward before the end of the show today. I got to get to the Colin Jost, Scarlett Johansson story. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about. We're going to get to as much of it as we can. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real Radio is
The Monsters in the Morning.
Lube it up.
Lube it up a little bit. There you go. That's right. Lube it up. Yeah, give him a lube job.
That could be your finishing move, the lube job.
No.
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 How
about
you
checker oil?
You checker oil.
Yeah. Not cute.
The Monsters in the Morning.
Real Radio 104.1.
This is Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by...
After Axios confirmed Laura Loomer's tweet that Bongino is taking the day off, now Laura Loomer is saying that Dan Bongino is considering resigning from the FBI as deputy director. I'll read the whole tweet in a bit. I don't know if it's true.
Old, outdated single-pane windows that are kind of a little on the dangerous side, and plus they're letting out that cold air. They're not very energy efficient. You need the hurricane impact windows.
Live read moment.
And my friends at Reese Windows and Doors, they are the experts at those. They've been installing.
He's got the notes
years all over the state.
in front of him on the screen.
Can be installed in less than 8 weeks. And they come with that double lifetime warranty. That means when you sell a house,
he's nailing it.
Transfers with it. It increases the value of your home and it increases your peace of mind. And that is a very valuable thing. You buy 2 windows right now, you get 1 free. Installations included. They have a huge variety, so I would suggest you check out their website at reesewindows.com for a free quote and to register to win $15,000 in free windows. Text WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
Nailed it. That woman needs to go. We talk about Laura Loomer. I mean, she can't really go anywhere. I don't think she has an official position if you're talking about her. But will Dan Bongino, FBI Deputy Director, actually resign over the Epstein stuff? If I were him, I'd be going, you know what? Life was way sweeter and will be way sweeter if I go back to doing my radio show. Sweet gig, wake up every day, just drop whatever I think is the truth on everybody. Not this. Boy hole junkie, no. #1 live reader in all of Pompano. True. 3 minutes and 30 seconds, and we're back live. Drink every time Sean mentions Love Island. I know. I agree. I understand all of that stuff. But I will tell you, it's a phenomenon, and it's peaked already, and it's coming down. But one thing that I've always tried to make sure we do on this show is anytime there's a social phenomenon out there in the zeitgeist, whether it's like Squid Game or like anything, I always want to be the first that you hear mention it, and then I always want to follow it if it's one of those big social phenomenons. Love Island, whether you like it or not, definitely fits in that category. Hey Sean, if a man cave is a boy hole, what is a she shed?
I tell you, it's because it's an awesome experience. It's awesome, and everything comes out great on the big green egg. If you don't have one,
girl hole?
Visit my friends at Watsy's Meat Market and get yourself a big green egg.
I don't know.
Lowest prices in the country. They also have all the accessories.
Boy hole is the butt boy origin story? No, it's not. Don't be weird.
Advanced techniques on the big green egg. Follow them on their social medias. Also, check out the website, Watsy's Meat Market.
2 minutes.
In Melbourne, on Wickham Road. It's Watsy's Meat Market. I'm still going for it.
Change today I learned to today in the boy hole with Josh. Talk about difficult to get a sponsor for. Really. Talk about difficult to get a sponsor for. We're looking for somebody to throw some money behind a segment that's really taking off. It's called Today in the Boy Hole. Josh's segment. I don't know about that. Today in the Boy Hole, sponsored by Baby Gap. This week in the Boy Hole. It's a she-hole? Maybe. Sean, have you tried Eric on Netflix? I've not heard of that. What's Eric? Eric who? Who's the Eric? Okay, we're coming back. Got some breaking news.
Millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity's stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save 40% your first year with my name Clay as the promo code.
No, Mike. All right. Woo, we are about to see the finish line. It's still a little ways away from us, but I can almost see it. And I have been eating like a damn champ this week. This Taste Central Florida thing, whoo! I wish I could go. Find like a sitter or something. Somebody just hang out with a baby while I go get my drinking food on. But holy crap, the Ocean Air sent in the food today. All seafood. Shrimp and grits, crab cakes, ceviche. There's some cake in there too. I mean, it's just been a bang up week. Let's do it all over again. That's what I say. Snoop Dogg's with me. All right. Back to Josh and his buttery boy hole.
Filling you in on the shocking details. Just try not to pass out. This is the new.
We'll talk with our friend Mo DeWitt of the DeWitt Law Firm. We got a lot more on the way. Tons of questions queued up for the Ask Us Anything. We will work those in before the end of the show today, plus your dispatches, all that good stuff.
Man,
thanks for hanging out with us on the show. Go ahead, Seelan.
This has been a banner week here. Just banner week.
What did I miss?
For free radio people food.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just fantastic.
Let me see what you're working with there. You got some?
Oh, let's see. I just was polishing off my shrimp and grits.
Oh my
Josh and I
God.
enjoyed some crab cakes.
Delicious.
Shrimp ceviche.
There's like a seafood fiesta going on over there.
There's a couple slices of cake out there, I think, just to really, really finish the job. All from the ocean air, and they're part of Taste Central Florida, which is, I mean, I need to find a sitter for tomorrow night and go sample all the delicious offerings, because it's been, I mean, probably some of the best food it's run through here in a long time.
That's saying something too.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a high bar right there.
So old Jimothy Colbert's hosting with Jana from XL, and go out there and hang out with him, because it's for a good cause. And go to tastecfl.org.
Let me tell you something. Jimmy knows good food. If he's out there and surrounded by these people, I think that's a nod to what's going on here. It must be some pretty impressive stuff out there. So go have fun, enjoy that event. That's going to be an awesome one for sure. Okay, couple of things to update you on here. Let's see. We talked about how there was this story about Dan Bongino, who's the deputy director of the FBI, and that he got upset. And he got upset because of some of the information coming out about the Epstein stuff. And then he got into a fight with the Attorney General, Pam Bondi, because there was all these promises. And I think this is kind of important. There are all these promises about what was going to be in these Epstein files. Oh, all of the politicians you don't like, they're going to jail. They're going to prison when this list comes out. And then the list just doesn't exist all of a sudden. And the people who were telling you that this was the most important thing on planet Earth and going to put all your political rivals behind bars now said, move on. We're on to the next thing. Why are you so obsessed about this? And one of the things that's been floating around is this report that Dan Bongino, the deputy director of the FBI, was so mad about fighting with Pam Bondi and mad about how the Jeffrey Epstein stuff was handled, that he took today off of work. And now the source of that, which was this woman online who is not accurate all that much, but apparently was on this, Laura Loomer, who is a partisan hack type. I think the majority of people would probably agree with that shaping. Only the most MAGA really would fully Laura Loomer up. But Dan Bongino is now seriously thinking about resigning, she says. Is that her fictional world or is that real? She was right about the other thing, according to Axios. Thinking about resigning from the FBI's deputy director over Pam Bondi's mishandling of the Jeffrey Epstein file release and lack of transparency. She says Bongino took the day off from work to evaluate whether or not he wants to continue his position with the FBI following the Sunday night release of a memo from the Department of Justice that claims no more information about Jeffrey Epstein will be released. Sources tell me it's very likely that Bongino resigns from the FBI unless Pam Bondi is fired by President Trump or resigns from the DOJ. Again, I don't know if that's true. I also know that this has come out. Metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video.
I saw this from Wired. They said it's been altered.
Yeah, they said it was likely modified. There's no evidence the footage was deceptively manipulated, but ambiguities around how the video is processed may further fuel conspiracy theories about Epstein's death. That ain't never going away. It ain't never going away. People are always going to talk about this and yap about it. Metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified. There's no evidence the footage was deceptively manipulated, but they said this could fuel conspiracies. We got ourselves a paywall.
Be hilarious if they really, really tracked down this modification and figured out that they just switched it from QuickTime to MP4. You know, that's the only thing. Modified can mean so many things.
It could. It does mean a lot of things. Just so you know, folks, if you're watching along, this is one of the keys to making life a little tiny bit better. Ready? All right, this says, it's all about this Wired story. I want to know what happened with Jeffrey Epstein. Oh, time to plug into a Wired subscription. Jeez, let me make sure I'm subscribed. Okay, there we go. The United States Department of Justice released 11 hours of what it describes as full raw surveillance footage from a camera position near Jeffrey Epstein's prison cell the night he was found dead. Metadata embedded in the video and analyzed by Wired and independent video forensic experts shows that rather than being a direct export from the prison surveillance system, the footage was modified, likely using the professional editing tool Adobe Premiere Pro.
Ooh.
The file appears to have been assembled from at least 2 source clips, saved multiple times, exported, and then uploaded to the DOJ's website where it was presented as raw footage.
Me and the DOJ be using the same software.
It looks like it. Experts caution that it's unclear exactly what was changed and that metadata does not prove deceptive manipulation. The video may have simply been processed for public release using available software with no modifications beyond stitching together 2 clips. But the absence of a clear explanation for the processing of the file using professional editing software complicates the Justice Department narrative, they said. In a case already clouded by suspicion, the ambiguity surrounding how the file was processed is likely to provide fresh fodder for conspiracy theories. Let's close the gate back up. I'm not allowed to look at this stuff, all right? Shut it. I got to be subscribed for that.
What's that plugin you got there?
That plugin, I would never tell you that it's called JavaScript Manager for Chrome. And I would never tell you that disabling JavaScript can get you around most of the paywalls out there, whether it be the New York Times or the Wall Street Journal or otherwise. I would never tell you those things because you should not listen to what I'm saying. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Is Mo with us or we're waiting?
He's
out
somewhere around here.
Okay, we'll probably join Mo at the top of the hour. I wanted to ask you guys a question. All right. Here is Colin Jost. You know him. Funny guy, Colin Jost. And his lovely wife, Scarlett Johansson. And they are a big, popular couple in Hollywood.
Why does he look so sweaty?
He looks a little sweaty. I'm not going to lie. It looks like a scene from Lake Placid or something. But this is an event they're at, maybe at the wedding. I don't know. The two of them, Colin Jost and Scarlett Johansson. And people are saying, how does he feel about the fact that Scarlett Johansson is in this new Jurassic Park movie with this guy? This is a co-star that she's in the Jurassic Park movie with. And like, what do you, your wife is in a movie with another guy? Who cares? And they said, well, at a lot of these press things for Jurassic Park, the new movie, Scarlett Johansson and this guy, Jonathan Bailey, are really quite chummy with one another, right? Like her arm is around him. Doesn't look all that different than the way he's next to her. In fact, the outfit looks kind of similar, if I'm totally honest with you.
I think they're at the same event.
Are they? There's a dinosaur in the background of this one, though. But I think you're right. Yeah, I think this must be like a press event. And this is not her husband, right? This is this guy, Jonathan Bailey, that she's in the movie with. And they say, oh, they're even kissing, lip to lip kissing on the red carpet. What does Colin Jost think about that? They keep kissing each other on the red carpet. And there was many people taking issue with this. How could this happen? Just so you know, Jonathan Bailey is either definitely gay, which he is, or the most undercover man who really just wants to make out with Scarlett Johansson and get away with it. One of the two of those things is true. I don't know which one.
You're saying if I blank a couple blanks, you know, for showsies,
ladies will change around you and everything.
Kiss Scarlett Johansson.
You bet your ass. Yeah, it could happen. But yeah, it's not cheating. It's not some nefarious relationship. It looks like it's just her gay friend, and she seems
but they're
to
trying
be okay.
Are they romantically involved in the movie?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen the film yet.
Is this one of those stand situations that's sort of like Lady Gaga and the other dude, Bradley Cooper, when they were in the movie together?
It might be. It might be. She's hot enough to turn a guy, they're saying. Chad, he's questioning it like Cam in Modern Family. He's like, I don't know, but probably. Let us know what you think. Send us a dispatch. We're going to talk to our friend Mo DeWitt. He's coming in here soon. We'll get to some more of these anonymous questions. Those are lined up and ready to go. More on the whole apology front. A lot more on the way. It's coming up next on the News Junkie.
The Real Radio Summer of Laughs continues with Night 2 of the Mount Dora Summer Night Series with Ryan Holmes from the Monsters in the Morning, July 12th. Details at realradio.fm/comedy.
From the Clausman Law Traffic Center, car crash, call Clausman Law. ClausmanLaw.com.
Traffic's backed up on I-75 northbound. Expect some slowdowns once you get off that Florida's Turnpike exit due to an accident just before State Road 100.
Question, everybody.
676-8477 from the traffic center in James, Birmingham.
Question, chat. Question, it's time now, at least in the next 2 commercial breaks, to get the final song for Today I Learned, which will not only be the final song on the show today, it's the final song that we'll play for a Friday and kick us into the weekend. Usually I think of what song it should be based on what's happening on the show, what kind of interesting things are going on in the world. Usually the song means something to do with the vibes on the show or on planet Earth. What should the song be that ends the show today and for the week? Let me know. Go Birds. Power Hour is on. Final hour of the week. No pressure. True. Shouldn't be any pressure. We just need a great banger song that fits today's vibe. I don't think there are any good boy hole songs. Fowler's J-Lo song, that's a good option. A J-Lo song could work. J-Lo, alright. The national anthem? No. Something about Love Island, I assume? No. Nothing compares to you, just how I feel about you guys on the show. Sweet, but no. Hakuna Matata. Black hole. Black boy hole sun. Black boy hole sun, won't you come? No. No. 5 a.m. in Pompano? Do the new Deftones? 2 votes for the new Deftones? Maybe. New Deftones. What's the song? Push It? Okay. Push It's not bad. It's a good song. It's best if it really attaches to the show. Something about questions, asking questions, that's a good vibe. Neil Young and the Rolling Stones are requesting that politicians stop using their music at campaign rallies. What year is it? When are they not doing that? Ice Nine Kills? My Mind is a Mountain? Cash rules everything around me? How about Love is Like Oxygen by Sweet? Cats rule everything around me? I love it. Maybe. New single's not bad. Is the new Deftones single full of curse words? That's quite important. We won't be able to hear it anyway, LOL. True. True. You get a couple seconds of it. Little Drummer Boy. Not a bad suggestion.
Couples go to the International Diamond Center.
3 minutes and we're coming back, everybody. 3 minutes. Doing the butt? Damn, that is an old song. I'm really thinking about Black Hole Sun. It's a stretch to turn that into Boy Hole, but I think I can do it before the end of the show. I think what we need to do is make Black Hole Sun make sense before the end of the show. Something by Diddy. I don't know about that. Less Than Jake, The Art of Selling Yourself Short.
International Diamond Center will take all the risk away, all the mystery away, all the confusion, and help you make a decision you'll be confident in for years
Okay, we got Mo joining us. Look, folks. Look at the grid. Mo is on the grid. He has joined us. All right, I'm doing Black Hole Sun. Here we go.
Heart valve problem. Over a 3-year study, Eliquis apixaban tablets reduced stroke risk better than warfarin. And over 97% of Eliquis patients did not experience a stroke. A first stroke occurred in 2.9% of warfarin patients versus 2.3% of Eliquis patients.
Don't stop prescription Eliquis without asking your doctor. Stroke risk may increase. Eliquis can cause serious and potentially fatal bleeding. Don't take if you have an artificial heart valve, abnormal bleeding, or antiphospholipid syndrome. While taking, you may bruise more easily or bleed longer. A spinal injection increases blood clot risk, which may cause paralysis. Get medical help right away for unexpected bleeding or bruising, or back pain, tingling, numbness, muscle weakness, or incontinence. Aspirin products, NSAIDs, SSRIs, SNRIs, and blood thinners increase bleeding risk. Tell your doctor about planned medical or dental procedures. Learn more at Eliquis.com or call 1-855-ELIQUIS.
Going to nursing school can change your life, but that doesn't mean it's easy. You have commitments, family, a job. At Galen College of Nursing, we understand that, which is why we provide one-to-one tutoring support and assigned academic advisors who will work with you to keep you on track from day one. You can change the course of your life and the lives of people counting on you. Because we believe the better we care for nursing students now, the brighter the future of nursing will be. Galen, the now approach to nursing education. Join us at galencollege.edu.
Hey folks, Jack here telling you now is the time to go solar and go to solarsource.com. That's because the 30% federal solar tax credit is in jeopardy of expiring at the end of this year. But now is the time to act to save 30% off solar. Go to solarsource.com and start the process and get your order in before August 31st to claim your 2025 tax credit and save up to 30%, slash your energy bills, and beat rising utility rates. Go to solarsource.com today and tell them Jack from Real Radio sent you.
Do you have AC needs? Turn to the experts at Carrier. Go to millsair.com.
Live from the JustCallMo.com studios. Got questions after an accident? Just call Mo. Visit JustCallMo.com or dial 1-800-CALL-MO. This is WTKS-FM HD1 Cocoa Beach, Orlando. An iHeartRadio station. Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
If you're not confused, you are not paying attention. This is the news.
This show is called The News Junkie. This is where you hang out. We talk about everything viral happening on planet Earth. Each day, the three best friends you never had going through the most viral stories of the day. There he is, our friend Mo DeWitt of DeWitt Law Firm. There, let's welcome Moses DeWitt.
What's
of DeWitt
happening,
Law
brother?
Firm.
What's going? How you guys
There
doing?
he is. Mo is with us. We've got a lot of questions to get to for Mo. I do have some other things I wanted to update you on very quickly here, if we just have a second. I know somebody emailed, there was a lot of emails about the whole, will the head of the FBI end up stepping down? And somebody said, here's another tweet about this. There's a lot of people saying that there's like decisions going on behind the scenes that are going to boil down to, will Dan Bongino actually say, I can't deal with this. All this Epstein stuff was a flop. And because of that, I am going to be stepping down. So my eyes are on that. We'll see if there's any developments. But for now, we have some legal questions for Moses DeWitt specifically. Celine, let's go to the sheet of questions. I know we had some from this week. I don't know if you wrote those down. I remember saying something about it, but this is what the whole point of doing that is for.
Let's
so
see.
what do we have for Moses DeWitt?
Questions. Okay. Oh, that's not coming up. Give me a second.
All right, take your time on that. I will ask Mo a different question.
Mo, I saw a story today about a gentleman who I felt a bit sad for, and he decided he wanted to celebrate post-death by having a helicopter toss out all of the money that he had saved up. And like the helicopter flew up in the air and ended up dropping all the money out. Here it is. Let's see if I can bring this up just for everybody. Okay, I'm going to mute this because they might all be cursing because there's a helicopter
dropping.
dropping.
Want some effing money.
All this guy's money is dropped out of a helicopter, right out the chopper, and onto the ground. And there are people that knew this guy celebrating his life, trying to get that money. Would you get in trouble if you tried to replicate this yourself, whether you were alive or dead? If you just said, I'm taking all my money. By the way, this guy, his life savings was only $5,000. But that's what he dropped out of this helicopter onto the ground, and everybody's picking it up. Can you legally do that, Moses DeWitt?
So he's dropping it out of a helicopter?
Yeah, the helicopter's overhead, drops all this cash onto the streets, and people just started going nuts for it.
So, I mean, obviously you can give away your money if you want to give it away. There may be some legal issues dropping it out of a helicopter. I mean, typically you're not supposed to drop anything out of a helicopter or a plane unless you have a specific permit, or you're engaging in certain activities that are cleared with the FAA. So I think that may be an issue there, especially if he's dropping on streets and now we're causing, blockages to streets or people are getting injured, things like that. I mean, I think that's where the issues can come about.
I mean, I would like to do some sort of stunt on the show if we drop some stuff out of your plane. I think we can make this happen. Light stuff, of course, Moses. We don't want to
get somebody else's plane. Let's leave my plane on.
Come on. You're the guy that I know that's got a plane. I want nice and easy. We fly over and we just toss something really soft onto the people down below. Cash is soft.
Do you have a window? You have a little window?
Little window, yeah.
A little window you can open?
There's two little windows.
Does it have to be small enough? It's got to be small enough to fit out this window, right? So cash might work.
Yeah, cash would work.
All right. We could make this happen at some point here on the show.
Typically, you're not allowed to throw anything out of the plane unless you take reasonable precautions to avoid injury or damage to persons or property. That's the general rule. So here, I don't know if he did that, especially if he's dropping in the street.
Yeah, it seems like he might have ignored some laws here. I wouldn't be surprised by that. Celia, did you get your questions to open up?
Yeah. I found the question. We had a story during This Week in Florida about a guy in Jacksonville who was at this pawn shop, and while he was kind of looking through the pawn shop, a bunch of dudes came in and started robbing the place, smashing the display cases. They took about $9,000 worth of jewelry. And the guy who was just shopping there, Good Samaritan style, pulls out his gun and tells him to stop, and then shoots one of the guys. Now, and the guy was allegedly coming at him with a hammer, and so he was also defending himself, but defending the pawn shop in question as well. Now, he could just walk away from this kind of thing, right? He just, he was defending himself. Maybe if the hammer wasn't present, he might have a little bit of issue. But if you are not the victim in the crime, but you're kind of helping out, is he kind of scot-free?
Yeah, there's still a defense of others that you could use. So even if he was not using self-defense, if he wasn't being, if the guy wasn't coming at him with the hammer, but was coming at a third party, he can still use reasonable force to defend that third party.
At what point would he have been in trouble for? Like, if they were just using the hammer to smash windows and get jewelry and nobody's life was in danger, would he have kind of overstepped?
Potentially, but it's still in the commission of a felony. So there he still could probably use reasonable force to stop them, especially in that scenario. If he's smashing hammers, making threats, it's probably still reasonable.
Let's stay with This Week in Florida because one of the other things that Celine had in this segment, Mo, was this really, really dumb thing where a lot of younger people, at least some amount of younger people, will go to somebody's door and they'll kick the door as some prank. And in this case, they kicked the door of the house, actually broke it open.
This was the good question we had.
And then when these guys kicked, Mo, they backed themselves up to the door. They kicked backwards and they started running away as fast as they could. Now, the idea of kicking somebody's door in seems like a thing that you might be able to respond to with some sort of lethal force. You might think somebody's busting into your house. You might fear for your life. But they're kicking in your door and then they're running in the opposite direction as fast as they can. if you shoot those people who kicked your door open and ran, what's the situation there legally?
Well, it's going to depend on the facts of that situation. So, depending where they are, obviously there is the castle doctrine, and there's also stand your ground. But if they're 2 miles down the road from your house and they're fleeing the scene and you shoot them in the back, that's probably not reasonable. But if they kick the door and the door comes open and you go outside and you see them kind of running around the corner and you think they're trying to get into a window of your house or something like that, then maybe it's still reasonable to defend your home, to defend your castle.
I thought any gun shot to the back was bad news for if you're standing your ground or defending your castle. I thought you get it. It looks a lot worse for you if you hit somebody in the back.
It looks a lot worse, but castle doctrine, basically, if someone comes in your house, you can kind of basically shoot them no matter what. There's some restrictions to that. I shouldn't say no matter what, but you have much broader discretion to use lethal force within your own home. Stand your ground, obviously, you have to feel there has to be an imminent threat there.
Correct.
So, yeah, if you shoot them in the back, it's probably less of an imminent threat depending on the situation. So, it just kind of depends on the actual
the person was, it'd be hard to prove this, Moses, but imagine the person has their back to you and then just a gun pointed over the shoulder backwards. I swear, officer, the guy had the gun pointed backwards because he thought I wouldn't shoot him in the back.
Moses, we've done it. We found the most specific legal question that has ever been asked. What if somebody is running from you, but they have guns over their shoulders, and as they're retreating, there's still some sort of threat? Okay. I got something for you. I got a question for you here. And I mean this one. There's a woman...
Well, I meant the other one.
It was a good question. See, I'm not taking away from the goodness of it. It was a good question. I just don't think any other attorney's ever been asked it in the history of questions.
Never know.
A young woman in Birmingham, Alabama, Moses, was convicted on a DUI crash that killed a 29-year-old guy. And the judge that was sentencing her went way beyond what the prosecutors were looking for. So this case is coming to a conclusion. They're getting to the sentencing case, sort of like they are in the Diddy case. The prosecution says, we know she's guilty. Here's what we're seeking for a punishment for this woman. And the judge goes, no, that's not enough. We're going above and beyond that. The judge gives this woman 10 years with 2 years to serve behind bars, followed by supervised probation, yada, yada. The judge gave her way more than the prosecution was asking for, because in recorded telephone jail calls, she said, the judge is going to give me probation and I'm going to smoke marijuana as soon as I'm released from Jefferson County Jail. She said, I'm going to be so high, I can't wait, and et cetera, et cetera. And obviously, there's a couple of questions that come up here. One is judge discretion. You talk about that all the time on the show.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask about something different. When you're behind bars, is all of your communication like this? What if you're with your attorney on the phone or something? Can you say something like, hey, this portion of my phone call from jail is off the record? Or is just everything that's on that phone, the judge can hear it, anybody can use it against you?
So typically everything's recorded, and usually attorney visits are in person because of that exact reason. Now, there could be an argument if you called an attorney from jail that, that's still privileged. Obviously, it's still being recorded, but that they wouldn't be able to use that in the trial or use that to present to the court for sentencing or anything like that because it's a privileged communication. But typically, any attorney who's knows what they're doing, the second they get a call from somebody in jail is going to say, don't say anything. I'm headed down there. I'm going to talk to you in person because they know that.
I would assume that the knowledge of your jail calls being recorded sort of waives your right to the privilege in that situation.
Well, there's still cameras and everything in jail.
Yeah.
Even when, typically in some of the attorney rooms are still kind of monitored that way. And theoretically, there could be guards there standing outside that could possibly overhear things. That doesn't waive privilege because obviously there's safety concerns, but even if you're an inmate, if you're behind bars, you still have a right to counsel. You have a right to privileged communications with your attorney. But, again, any attorney who knows what they're doing, the first thing when they get that call saying, this is you're being called from a correctional facility, they're going to say, don't say anything, don't talk about the case. I'll head down there. I'll send somebody down there, whatever it is, because
do you ever have people who do that, Mo, and then they're just yapping, and you're like, "No, stop, please."
Well, people don't listen very well, that's for sure. And I've certainly seen the aftermath of it, where DUI trial, and they're on the phone with their mom, telling them, "Oh, well, I had 2 shots at 8 o'clock, and then another shot at 9. But then I threw up before I got in the car to drive home, so I thought I was good." And of course, that's just played.
That
right to the
doesn't
jury.
work.
Apparently not.
Jesus. People forget about that. They're like, I ain't saying nothing to the cops. When the cops start questioning me, I heard Moses DeWitt. I'm going to protect myself, and I'm not going to do anything dumb. And they go behind bars, and they get on the phone with mom, and they're like, oh, here, and they just start yapping. Like, if you're...
I know somebody who was arrested for DUI and just sang.
Really?
Like a
bird?
canary.
What a dumb idea. Don't do that. The last thing I wanted to ask you for now, Moses, and then we got a bunch of ask us anything questions to come in and handle here. But I've been watching the Blake Lively stuff, like this whole big drama with her and this whole big lawsuit that played out from a movie called This Ends With Us or something. It Ends With Us, that Blake Lively was in. And some of the discussion has been about they're trying to, in this lawsuit, get people to sit down for depositions. And it seems like nobody in a case like this, in a legal case, wants to sit down for depositions. And the suggestion is Blake Lively and everybody that she's trying to get deposed, she wants them to drop everything they're doing and immediately schedule a deposition and get it done. But then when she's required to be deposed for something, she puts up all these blockades and says, I just can't do it. How does the law look at that? Like, who's required to do what with depositions?
I mean, it's not uncommon, especially when you're dealing with high-profile individuals. A lot of times they put up a lot of blockades to get to them. Usually you're going to end up having to go to a judge, and if you're defending the person who doesn't want their deposition taken, you're going to ask for a protective order. If you're asking for the deposition to be taken, you're going to ask for a motion to compel their deposition. And then ultimately the judge is probably going to say, hey, this person needs to sit down for a deposition within 30 days, within 60 days, whatever they believe is reasonable, assuming that they're, that they have relevant information to the case. So you also can't use depositions just to depose all of Blake Lively's friends, because it's going to be inconvenient to her, and you're
Taylor Swift.
You're looking for dirt, right? You can't go on a fishing expedition either. So, a lot of times, like for instance, if you wanted to sue the Orange County Sheriff's Office, doesn't mean you get to sit down and depose Sheriff Mina. There has to be something relevant. So he has to have some sort of relevant information,
a connection
to your case.
Yeah.
And so there are some protections there.
Like in your example with suing the sheriff's office, you don't necessarily get to sit down with the sheriff. Does that mean that the right to face your accuser does not work backwards?
Well, he wouldn't be your accuser, right?
Right.
I mean,
So like you don't have the right to face the person you're accusing.
I mean, it depends on the situation. Obviously, it depends on what your allegations against the sheriff's office are. But yeah, it's not that would be a civil case most likely, and so the confrontation clause does not typically apply in civil cases. And again, he would have to have relevant information. You can't just do it to inconvenience him or burden the sheriff's office, because otherwise, kind of your head officials like that would just be in depositions all day.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
I just sue Taylor Swift because I want to meet her.
Why not?
Strategy.
Quick break. When we come back, we've got your questions. You can ask us anything. Everybody's anonymous. Tips at thenewsjunkie.com now, and now only tips at thenewsjunkie.com. That's coming up next on The News Junkie.
Real Radio is on Facebook at Real Radio 1041. Sponsored by the law offices of Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Have you been in an accident? Call the law offices of Anajar and Levine at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
There's a crash getting cleared up, slowing down traffic on I-4 westbound before Lake Mary Boulevard. The right lane's blocked there. Traffic's starting to pile up in your typical areas on the major roadways this afternoon. You could expect some slowdowns once you get off the ramp from Florida's Turnpike to I-75 northbound. Emergency crews are on the roadways clearing up that accident on I-75 northbound before State Road 200. See traffic troubles, call the Valvoline Instant Oil Change traffic tip line at 866-676-8477. From the Traffic Center, I'm James Birmingham.
This report is sponsored by Payday. Hardworking people need a hardworking candy bar. Packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel, Payday is definitely working hard for you. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday Peanut Caramel Bar. Get to it.
This earful of Rail Radio is sponsored by RC Hill Mitsubishi, Highway 1792 in DeLand.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas. T-Mobile Arena. September 19th and 20th, streaming live only on Hulu. 15 artists, 2 nights, 1 stage. Get tickets.
Hey. We gotta get some water. Just dying over here. Hang tight. And I don't want the cameraman to get stuck on the ticker, so I have to go fast. Here we go. Hey, everybody. Okay. Black boy hole. Excuse me. My boobs are always out, too big to hide, too big to fail. Okay. Kelly says Sean counts this as his mile. That's not a mile, but that is physical exertion. Like, how many am I counting steps? Let me see if I'm counting steps just from this. Okay, not great. Not great so far today. Yesterday was decent, 8,000 steps yesterday, not bad. The week has been okay, pretty good. Today, not great, just from the studio so far. Not fantastic. I've only done 0.3 miles around these parts. Wouldn't Boy Hole Sun be better? Boy Hole Sun. Yeah, it works. I mean, on the contrary, Josh could not call his video gaming room anything to do with this. I said man cave, which is corny enough and embarrassing enough. The cliche. I just tried the new spicy snack wrap, and damn, it is spicy. I hate to say this. I tried, after Secret Shows last night, the snack wrap from McDonald's that they have just brought back. Yesterday was the first day of them bringing back the snack wrap, and I thought it was maybe the most overrated thing in the world. It shouldn't be as expensive as it is. It's way overpriced. It's like $3.49 or something if you get it on an app. If you get it in the store, I think it's $2.99 or somewhere around that. The snack wrap, I don't want to blow the lid off of anything here, but the snack wrap at McDonald's is simply the very same tortilla wrap that they use on their delicious breakfast burritos. What do we know about that? We know it's a small flour wrap that's about this big, and that turns into their snack wrap wrapper, and then all they do is put like their new tenders in there and throw some spicy sauce and cheese on it. It's not great. Sorry, it's not great. Make it at home healthier and will taste better? Yes. Always. The last time I had a snack wrap was 12 years ago, and it got me so sick. Everything at McDonald's is overpriced? Yeah. $3.49 app, $2.99 in store? Yeah. I mean, everything on the app is going to be more expensive, especially if you're using like DoorDash type stuff. The prices that you see are already more expensive. Then you have all the fees that get attached to it. So then McDonald's becomes $30. But the snack wrap is it's not great. They were $1. What the fuck? He's got the whole world. Here we go.
The neighborhood like that, and 6-foot pigeons walking around.
Try something different. iHeart Comedy.
Women are gatherers. We like to gather information about you, and then we hunt you.
Open the app and make iHeart Comedy a preset now.
We are professional grade at Orange Buick GMC. Online at orangebuickgmc.com.
Real Radio has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. P-A-Y. Pay. Enter it now on our website, realradio.fm. Good luck.
The only show brave enough to admit we Google half this stuff. This is the new.
If you want to learn more about the show, I'd encourage you to do so. Go over to thenewsjunkie.com, thenewsjunkie.com. Latest secret show will be released by 5 p.m. today. That's how it goes. On Fridays by 5 p.m., the latest secret show will be available. What is that? Well, uncensored shows. There's a hell of a lot more than 400 of them or so now. Even our friend Moses DeWitt has been featured on secret shows before. It's a good time.
Not in a long time.
Yeah, you got to come back.
Yeah, we'd love to have you
been
back.
invited, Sean.
Oh, my God. We'd love to have you back, Moses.
Yeah, we were just saying last night how great it would be to have you back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And frankly, it was a terrible show because you weren't there.
It was. It would have been made better. No, we had a good time. It's always fun. It is evergreen content, not like news-based stuff, and we think you'll love it. Go check it out. Learn more about secret shows over at thenewsjunkie.com and unlock that world. Also, there's been an update to the website where there's all sorts of stuff that you can claim as gifts. Now, the only thing in there right now is the traditional random magnet. If you sign up for secret shows, you get to claim at the end of the process your random magnet. But I had the developers redo it so I could put all kinds of like special limited stuff up there, and you can kind of shop for what you want. And if you gift 5 subs to people, you can say like, I want a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Right now, there's not much in there, just the random magnet, but there will be very soon. So that's all on the way over at thenewsjunkie.com. All right, Moses, we're taking questions from folks and any kind of statements that they have completely anonymously here on the show today. And some people are taking advantage of this, so let's see what they got for us. Somebody says to tips@thenewsjunkie.com, what the hell is Skull Mike? Well, there are two things here. One is Skull Mike. Well, the brains of the studio that I'm in is this big tower. And the tower is about 4.5, 5 feet tall. And it's got buku radio equipment all in the thing. And that is what runs all the microphones. It runs everything. It runs the whole damn thing. Video, all of it. And on top of that is the skull. It's a skull that Courtney made and was turned into a shirt where the teeth said The News Junkie, years afterwards. But then there's a microphone by it, which is Skull Mike. So I talk in here during breaks, during commercial breaks. And then C-Lane, if I'm not fully taking control, will take over what's been called Dull Mike. Now, I didn't name the other mic Dull Mike, but Skull Mike and
some people call it Troll Mike.
Troll Mike is good.
That works good too.
Yeah. It's just talking to you between commercial breaks, which you can listen in on only on YouTube and twitch.tv/thenewsjunkie. Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Anonymous says, hey, Sean, big fan. My question is, how annoying is it to work with 2 mega libtards? Okay.
Am I one of them, or am I standing in for the mega libtard?
I don't know. It's not specific enough. I don't know. But sir, any opinion, any viewpoint is welcome on this show. And that's the beauty of dispatches and emails. And I love the people that I work with on this show all the time. Okay.
Is that why you're never in the same room with them?
Yes. Yeah. It's one of the reasons. Anonymous to tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Hey, I want to know if each of you guys wipe forwards or backwards, forwards to backwards or backward to forwards. Not to be weird. Just want to know if other people do it the same way.
We have actually addressed this before, weirdly enough. I know you're thinking you're asking a question that hasn't been handled, but Sean and I share the back to forward.
Yeah, and once we talked about that, there was a lot of people saying we were vile, disgusting human beings.
Right.
That's just the way it's always been for me. I don't think there's anything weird about that.
They think that we're somehow not clean. We're just pushing stuff so that it is all over, just more of us.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
They think for somehow we just move it around.
No, that's not what's happening. Now, Mo does the very non-traditional side to side. I've never heard of that before him, but it's effective.
It's like turning the page of a book.
It is, yeah. Mo's a man who goes to the beat of his own drum. So this is what he's up to. Anonymous says, here is my question. Behaw is a bitch. Thank you. Not even a question, man. What the hell?
Behaw is a bitch. Thank you.
Tips@thenewsjunkie.com. TNJ, please keep me anonymous. Happy Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Is there an on-air light in the hallway for Dortney, which is when Courtney comes to pop herself into the studio? No, there's not. There's no on-air light out there outside of the studio.
We can make
here.
one.
I think I was going to do this previously for other iterations of the studio, but then I thought, no.
I think you had one in 55 West, didn't you?
I had the light. I don't know if we ever hooked it up or not.
I thought you did, but maybe you didn't.
I can't remember. It may have been the case at 55 West when I lived downtown in a high rise. That may have been a thing. I don't remember. P. Sizek emails tips@thenewsjunkie.com. Whoops, I'm sorry. Anonymous email.
My gosh.
Yeah, you made a comment about the more people that ask you a question, the more you're not going to answer it. Well, so far, only one person has asked this time around, which means that the more times somebody asks a question, the more answers. Specifically, the question about how much money you make a year, he says. Oh, I just don't think that that's going to do anything good here, so I'm not going to be answering that.
They don't
a lot of money,
for this,
sir. I get paid, Mo. Yeah, I get paid. I make quite a bit of money.
That's
You get paid?
I do very well. I'm happy with that. I think I deserve twice as much money as I get right now. I think I absolutely deserve at least twice as much money as I get. We are an incredibly successful
Do you think I
show.
deserve the same?
I think you deserve more than that. I think that you...
I was thinking twice as much as you get.
No, I don't think you deserve twice as much as I get.
No. How about me?
Why don't you guys just pool your money and split it evenly?
No.
What are you, a communist?
No.
Get out
First
of here.
of all,
who's the libtard now?
Yeah. First of all,
how dare you, sir? Please report
this
to
is
HR.
This is not, to each for their needs, from each for, whatever. This is not any of that.
Wait,
we have very different jobs here.
A question, Moses. Which HR should Joshua be reporting to, yours or iHeart's?
Excellent question.
Joshua, do you feel like you're properly compensated at your other job? Is the question I let? No.
I'm scared to answer when he's sitting right here.
Well, if you were only compensated from iHeart, you would not be functioning as an adult.
I would not have a boy hole.
For people just tuning in, that's his. Well, you know what? I'm just going to let him explain.
It's my video game room.
People have been, since you said that you were going to call your man cave your boy hole, which is a terrible name for it. They've been redoing Soundgarden's Black Hole Sun. It's a boy hole room I forgot. There's lots of iterations of Black Hole Sun and boy hole for Josh. This is from Anonymous. Ask You Anything. It says, what is your biggest regret in life? I don't know if I have a biggest regret in life, but I have picked up on a lot of pro tips. Like the thing I told you earlier, if somebody's wronging you, like if you absolutely feel wronged, write that down and make sure you remember all the things in the moment. Because otherwise afterwards you won't properly remember all the things these people did to wrong you. And I think that stuff is important to remember. But my biggest regret would just be that I didn't know some of these things ahead of time. I've had so many moments in my time where I have a big breakthrough and I'm like, damn, why didn't I know this before? Like all of those big breakthroughs in life are very, very important. And I wish that I knew them beforehand. So that's why I dole them out on the show. Question from Mo DeWitt from Anonymous.
Oh, boy.
Hey, junkies, did you get an answer about the lady in San Jose, California being able to sell items that keep getting delivered to her home address?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Wiggle Wiggle Pop Pop. Mo, there's this woman who was mad because some company on Amazon put their return address for their car seat covers, which they sold for like $140 or so. The return address for all of them was this random lady's house in California. So she keeps getting these things dumped off every single day from this massive Amazon retailer, and Amazon's not doing anything about it. Is the lady allowed to sell this stuff? Would she be the owner of it if it's sent to her house or what?
So, I mean, in Florida, at least, we have an abandoned property statute. So she'd have to comply with the abandoned property statute in order to be able to legally keep the property. Because if you do receive property that is not yours and you keep it, that can be theft. I think there was a recent case, actually, where somebody was improperly being paid. This happens all the time, or we hear about it every so often. But, she somehow... her salary got put in twice or something, so she was receiving double her salary, and she just kept it and didn't say anything, and that is theft. Same thing could go here, but there is a statute that basically says how you have to deal with it, and then if the company doesn't claim it, then she could go ahead and sell the property. Now, in addition to that, she could also have a civil lawsuit against the company. And I think they were in China or somewhere, so it might be hard to actually sue them, but theoretically speaking, a civil lawsuit for the storage fees and all that kind of stuff as well.
What about a civil lawsuit against Amazon?
Well, they're probably going to be looped into that, obviously, since they are the platform that this stuff's being sold on and they're returning it to their address. So, yeah, you could have a claim against them, certainly.
Is it also theft if she just throws all that crap away?
Well, I mean, theft does come down to intent. So if you don't intend to keep it for yourself, that wouldn't necessarily be theft. The problem there may be credibility in most cases. Let's say you receive some high-end stereo item in the mail that got improperly sent to you, right? And the cops come by and you say, well, I threw that out. Well, that may not be credible. That may not be believable. They may still think that you sold it or stole it. So that may be the issue there.
But like if I went to like a grocery store and I just took all the apples because I hate apples, and I just took them and I threw them in the trash can.
Hates apples.
I didn't steal them.
He hates them.
I didn't steal them because I didn't walk out with them. But now I have ruined them. Did I not just commit some sort of? I thought I fell under theft, but it could be just damage of property. Then
it could be damage of property. It could be criminal mischief. I mean, it falls under something depending exactly what you do and what the ultimate damage is.
All right, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, final dispatches, stories that didn't make the cut,
but not apples.
Of course, today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday. That's coming up next on the News Junkie.
Real radio is the Jim Colbert Show. Loudmouths, zero filters, and one very confused FCC agent. The Jim Colbert Show, weekdays at 3 on Real Radio 104.1.
This weather report is brought to you by Mills Air.
Hey everybody, Fox 35 Storm Team meteorologist Laurel Blanchard here with your Friday evening forecast. We made it to the weekend. We're still going to be seeing some more of those scattered showers and thunderstorms peppered across the region as we head through the rest of your Friday evening. Temperatures as we head through the rest of the overnight dropping down into the mid-70s and then quickly warming back up into the mid-90s. Taking a look at both your Saturday and Sunday. Much more widespread rain on tap for Saturday and Sunday afternoon, so make sure you do have the umbrella and watching the forecast.
This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios.
Stay connected and stay productive with Rapid Radios. Business owners trust Rapid Radios for instant, reliable team communication with nationwide LTE coverage. Push to talk convenience.
Rate the show. show out of 10. 1 out of 10. What do we get? Oh, hold on. Don't say 1 out of 10. Rate the show out of 10. Zero out of 10. 4 out of 10. 8.8 out of 10.
Pick up your phone and text the word WOW to 20129. That's WOW to 20129.
New science in anti-aging and life-extending insights. Bio analyzes your biological age to see if your body is aging too rapidly. You'll learn how making simple, precise changes in certain foods and supplements can
10 out of 10.
slow your aging.
4.2 out of 10. Great show.
Next, Biome Doctors design.
Thank you, people. Thank you.
To your body's needs. Their job is to slow down and help reverse how fast your body is.
Probably 6.5 out of 10. But we'll take it. We'll take it.
Why you have stomach issues, don't sleep well, have even why you can't
Okay.
lose weight and more. Biome reboots your body to live longer, live healthier, and look younger.
Also, who's chatter of the day? Nominate your chatter of the day right now. I got to go get Today Alert. I'll be back.
Visit biome.com, promo code Thrive. That's BIOME.com, promo code Thrive.
Here's something most of us don't want to think about, but probably should. Clay Travis and Buck Sexton here for our friend Mike Lester and the team at Talent. That thing we don't want to talk about is a will. If you don't have one, Lively's team would like to help you out. They'll start you off with a comprehensive financial plan.
Nice. This works. This is a great tactic, jumping in and out.
The Talent Comprehensive Financial Plan is complimentary. And when that plan's in hand, you will also receive the gift of a will and trust courtesy from Talent Wealth. The folks at Talent Wealth are not attorneys, but they work with a group of attorneys who will provide a will and trust at no charge for you. Reach out at 813-755-5000.
Josh, chatter of the day? 9.85, 9 out of 10. Look at that. Some good reviews coming in. Bless your souls. Thank you. It's Amanda? All right. Amanda on YouTube. Congratulations. Chatter of the day. Amanda, you did it. Chatter of the day, Amanda.
Start for free now with Red Mountain Weight Loss. For a limited time, they're going to waive the startup fee. How cool is that? Listen, you'll gain muscle, lose fat, and lose that dad bod with testosterone from Red Mountain Weight Loss.
I don't know about naming the podcast episode Josh's Boy Hole. I don't know how I feel about that.
If you feel sluggish, if you lose focus all the time, if you have trouble in the bedroom, you probably have low T. Truth is, men today
Are people going to download a podcast that's called Josh's Boy Hole?
Listen, they can help you with that. Increase your testosterone, have more energy, build muscle mass, and you're going to sleep a whole lot better. It improves your mental focus, also will improve your sex drive. That's a game changer. It really is. Save $200.
Thanks, Barbara, on Facebook. Thank you to our Facebook friends. Thank you to everybody watching on Twitch. Thank you to everybody watching on YouTube. Big week next week on the show. Let's blow this thing out of the water. I wouldn't download it, but I'd read the book. Nice. So then, can you make a countdown? Thank you. Perfect.
And lets you save your favorite stations, playlists, and podcasts as presets you can tap anytime. The free iHeartRadio app. The #1 app for radio.
Power outage? You're still rolling with Everdoor. Get $75 off a battery backup opener today. Don't let the dark shut you out. Everdoor keeps you moving. Visit everdoor.com. The garage door that lasts evermore.
This earful of real radio.
Okay, last segment. Love you guys.
Give a tip anonymously. story.
Final dispatches. Stories that didn't make the cut. And today I learned to wrap everything up for a Friday.
Friday.
Day. It is National Friday. Get that steak and shake action, man.
You know what else is today?
What?
I
What
took
else?
advantage of on the way into work today. My free Slurpee.
Oh, that's
it is
right.
7-Eleven.
Yeah, he's the king of that. Okay, a
I
couple
have
of things.
one Slurpee a year, man.
These are the stories.
Lay off me.
These are the stories that didn't make the cut. A fairly significant pile. It's just a lot over the course of the week that just didn't make it to the show. We do want to take a second to thank Josh. Josh, thank you for hanging out with us today.
You're welcome.
Appreciate you.
And thanks,
You wanna
Moses, for Josh.
Yes, thank you to Moses for letting us have Josh and for being Moses.
All part of our Make-A-Wish Foundation.
One kid, making one kid happy at a time. That's all that counts
I
around
wanted
here.
to meet John Cena.
Look where you are. This was the best that we could do, actually. So anyways, yeah, thank you, Moses. We love you. We appreciate you. There he is, folks. Look at him. Glorious. What are you doing this weekend, Mo?
I don't know.
Just call Mo Family Skate-a-thon.
Oh, that's right. That is where I will be. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. That's
Where's
why I'm
this
here.
at? Josh, you're the one who knows more about this.
Cimarron Skateway. I believe you can go to justcallmo/skate for all the information.
Look at this guy pulling through. There you go. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Let's do Today I Learned.
The following information may make you feel smarter, but will not actually increase your IQ. So don't get cocky. Now it's time for what we call Today I Learned.
It is Today I Learned for a Friday, July 11th, 2025. Let's see what we got here. Today I learned this guy. Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Oh, Neil Young. Neil Young is correct. Mo never gets him.
Never.
Neil Young made an album that was so unlike his previous albums and not commercial. He was sued by his record label, Geffen Records. They said, "This sucks. You're sued." And finally, today I learned this band right here. In my Soundgarden is correct. Yes.
Boyhole
Josh.
Sun.
And enjoy your time in the boy hole this
will,
weekend.
thank you.
You should really think about naming this room in your house where you play your video games, but here we are. The rock band Soundgarden is named after a wind channeling sculpture called a sound garden, located at the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration grounds in Seattle, Washington,
Should've just
where
went
they're
with
from.
Noah.
Noah would have been better. That's why they call it Noah. Noah chance I'm going to say that correctly. You know what I mean? Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We do appreciate it. We'll see you next time, Monday or so, right? Miss any of the show, get the